It's proof that the volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company, and the official insurance of the Vols.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Now Murphy talks with Siegel High School head coach Adam Renshaw.
So this is your 4th year, Adam. This is the one you've been pointing at ever since you arrived in Rutherford County, I would think.
Well, yes, sir. This group came in with us as freshmen. I think we identified them early as a group that could be really special for Siegel High School.
Well, you've certainly shown it in your first 3 games, but your quarterback, Thomas Santel, what a night. 500-plus all-purpose yards. Everybody certainly knows who Thomas Santel is here in Rutherford County, don't they?
Yes, sir. And he's a great kid, great family. Really cool to see his growth. I mean, he's been a 3-year starter, and you know in our league how tough football is here. He's taken a lot of licks, and man, he's been a competitor, been a tough guy, and the way he plays, it's kind of like watching a kid play in the backyard. It's just been fun to watch.
Obviously, he throws the ball and throws it well and runs well, but you've got to have some pretty doggone good receivers and running backs out there as well.
Oh, yes. So, the support staff for him is tremendous this year. Teron Grant, who's got several offers, is at one receiver. We got Kevin Inslee at another, who's a junior. Caleb Watson, who's kind of our wide tight end guy, the linchpin that kind of makes this thing kind of all go. We got a sophomore, Drew Hostel, who's been playing really well.
This was your second attempt at getting the head coaching job at Siegel. I know you were with Ron Crawford at Cleveland, but a place called New Bern, Tennessee is your home. That's when I first became acquainted with Adam Renshaw. It's quite a bit different, though, playing in the SEC of high school football here in Tennessee.
It is. I was the head coach at Dyer County for 9 years, and I met Ron Crawford at an all-star game, which you a significant part of. And, my career is really, it's been exciting. I've been in really good places and been around really good people. You may be the only head coach I know in Tennessee that has coached in all 3 divisions of Tennessee, East, Middle, and West. Yeah, that's, I tell a lot of people that. I don't know that I have a lot of claim to fame, but I'm really proud of coaching in all 3 regions and having a lot of friends all over the state. It's nothing like high school football in Tennessee as far as I'm concerned. Adam, we appreciate your time. One game at a time right now, but we certainly have high expectations for our program right now. Adam, thank you. Good luck, okay? Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Fair.
Siegel High School Stars head coach Adam Renshaw.
Starting to save for your future doesn't have to be difficult. Let Wilson Bank and Trust help tone up your financial goals this year. Our certificates of deposits or CDs can help your money work harder with our competitive rates, earning you more than ever before. WBT checking options allow you to earn rewards you can really use, like a high interest rate or cash back on check card purchases when you meet some e-banking qualifications. Visit your closest Wilson Bank and Trust office or online at wilsonbank.com to get started today. Member FDIC.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchup.
Thanks, Doug. When I look at West Tennessee matchups, I get pretty excited about the 6A ranks. Another great week in Region 8 6A. 2 weeks ago, 4 teams were tied for first place in this region. Bartlett hosts White Station. I like Bartlett to win in that one. Collierville should win at Arlington. I think Germantown wins at home against Cordova. And I'm picking Houston to knock off Whitehaven in a bit of an upset. Now in the 5A ranks, only 3 games to report here. Brighton should win at home against Memphis Central. Southwind, likewise, should get a home win. They're hosting Kingsbury, and I think Munford gets a road win against Memphis Overton. Don't be surprised if you see a major upset somewhere in West Tennessee football at 4A. Millington should win at home against Kirby. I like Douglas to get a win at home against Lakeland Prep. Hardin County should win at Jackson Northside. I think Haywood gets a win at Obion Central. Jackson Southside should win at Chester County. I like Huntington to win a hard-fought battle at home against Crockett County. Westview, a likely loser at Dyer County. And Lexington should win at home against Memphis Business. In 3A, I'm picking Hamilton to win Thursday night against Memphis East. Sheffield, a likely loser against Bolton. That, too, is a Thursday night game. I like Ripley to win at Liberty Magnet. Bolivar Central should win at home against Covington. I'm picking Dyersburg to win at home against McNary Central. I like Melrose to win at home. They're hosting Wooddale. And Raleigh Egypt should win at Craigmont. In 2A, I think Oakhaven beats Bluff City. Mitchell should top MLK Prep. And I think Hillcrest gets a win at Freedom Prep. MASC should win against Westwood. I like McKenzie to get a road win at Scotts Hill. Riverside, they should have no trouble at home against Camden. I like Peabody to win at Gibson County. Milan to win at JCM. Kip to win at BTW in Memphis. And Adamsville should get a nice win at home against Middleton. Finally, in 1A, I'm picking Brewston to win at home against Collinwood. I think Gleason beats county rival Greenfield at Gleason. McKenzie should have a nice win at Scotts Hill. Union City should have no trouble at home against South Fulton. Dresden should get a home win against Humboldt. I like Lake County to get a win at Halls. And finally, West Carroll should get a win at Houston County. Now looking at Division II games starting in AAA. In the eastern part of the state, McCallie visits Brentwood Academy, and I think McCallie rolls. Look for Lipscomb Academy to get a home win against Innsworth. And MBA should get a win at Father Ryan. That one will be close, however. In the West, look for Briarcrest playing at Knoxville Catholic to likely lose. And Baylor visits Christian Brothers, another long bus ride back to Chattanooga for Baylor. But they should be happy, I think, to get a win against Christian Brothers. And MUS should win at home against Ridgeway. In Division II AA in the eastern part of the state, I like Copper Basin to beat Chattanooga Prep. CAK should win at Lakeway Christian. I like Knoxville Webb to win at home against Chattanooga Christian. Notre Dame should win at home. They're hosting Knoxville Grace. And Boyd Buchanan visits Silverdale. Boyd Buchanan began the season 3-0. After 3 games, Silverdale was 0-3. You make the call. I'm picking Gary Rankin's team. In Middle Tennessee, CPA travels to BGA. CPA should win that one very easily. I think Davidson Academy wins at home against St. George's. Pope John Paul II hosting Good Pasture. I've got to go with Pope JP2 in that one. And FRA should win at Clarksville Northwest. 3 games in the western part of the state at Division II AA. I think ECS beats Middle College. Lausanne should win at St. Benedict, and Fairleigh should win at North Point Christian. Finally, in Division II Single A, I like Friendship Christian to get a nice home win against Republic, and King's Academy should win at Chattanooga Grace. In the Mid-State, I'm picking Clarksville Academy to beat Franklin Grace. DCA should win at home against Columbia Academy. I like Grundy County to pick up a win at Providence Christian in Murfreesboro. Ezel Harding should win at home against Ballard Memorial, Kentucky. And Webb School in Bell Buckle, a likely loser when they visit Middle Tennessee Christian in Murfreesboro. The western part of the state in Division II Single A finds Jackson Christian hosting Fayette Academy. I like Jackson Christian in that one. South Gibson will likely beat USJ. I think Tipton Rosemark should win at Harding Academy. And I'm picking Nashville Christian to win at home against Middle Tennessee Christian.
Murphy's Matchups, made possible by Farm Bureau Insurance and your local Farm Bureau agent.
Tonight's matchup for the MidState Checkdown High School football game of the week is Rockvale at Riverdale. And our hometown sponsor for tonight's game in Rutherford County is Taylor Wright Properties. Visit twrightproperties.com or call 615-895-9799. That's 615-895-9799. And now it's time for your host for the MidState Checkdown High School football game of the week with Joe Fisher and former head coach Bubba Spears.
Here we go! Let's get moving! Richmond 96 go! Let's do it tonight! Let's go get it! And you know what time it is, baby!
Welcome to the most exciting high school football coverage in Tennessee.
Still on his feet to the 10, to the 5. Oh, my goodness! He scored a touchdown! Oh, my!
Over 20 years of high school football coverage for Middle Tennessee. It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
40, 45, midfield. 45, 40, cuts back. He's got a chance. 30, 25, 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. How about that?
Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
Handoff, it's a reverse. Looking to pass. They're looking for the quarterback. He is wide open. Touchdown!
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week is presented by
Strike and Spare Family Fun Center, Jackson Boone Racing, the Omni Nashville Hotel, Jody Jones Dentistry, and Southern Trophy House.
Here's your WNSR MidState Checkdown High School Football broadcast crew, Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week brings us to Murfreesboro in Rutherford County tonight. And though it's Game 5 of the regular season for the two teams here, tonight signifies a new part of the season. This is the beginning of region play. It's a Class 6A Region 3 showdown between the visiting Rockets from Rockvale and the homestanding Warriors of Riverdale. Good evening to you. I'm Joe Fisher. Hello from the booth, and welcome to the Borough. My usual partner, Jonathan Schaefer, is away tonight. I am so pleased to have a longtime friend, longtime coach in the high schools of Nashville, Coach Bubba Spears here joining me. Coach, great to see you. Great to have you with us. Well, I'm looking forward to a lot of things as well. And let's talk about this. Both these teams, 2-2 heading into the night. Warriors have won 2 at home, lost 2 on the road. A senior-laden offense led by a senior quarterback. This guy doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Well, the visitors from Rockvale also 2-2 heading into the night, coming off an impressive win at Stewart's Creek. They feature an explosive junior, Jalen Morgan, who is dangerous catching or running the football. He can do it all. Playoff implications begin tonight with region play. Q and Will are in the studio. They'll update us at halftime on the goings-on in high school football tonight. Todd Berry's joined us in the booth to handle stats. Adam Johnson's our producer-engineer on site. Our Greg Pogue caught up with tonight's two head coaches earlier this week, Will Kreisky from Riverdale and Brian Guthrie of Rockvale. We will hear from them in a moment here on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
It's a Bill King Show.
If Nick coached another 7-8 years, I would not be shocked at all. I wouldn't be. Now, I'm not predicting it because I don't think you can predict that kind of thing. We don't know that. If he coached to 80, I would not be flabbergasted.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full-body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full-body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Mocara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Mocara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators who display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Joined out by Rockvale coach Brian Guthrie.
Well, I like our progression. We haven't played as best of our ability in the first couple of games, and but we're starting to kind of figure some things out and play a little cleaner. So I really like that. Our defense is playing really, really well. So I'm really excited about those guys. We're flying around and getting a lot of hats to the ball, and that's important. I like our progression on offense. Our quarterback's doing a great job of managing the game and distributing the ball where he needs to. So real excited about those. Now, we've still got a lot of things that we've got to clean up and do better at, but real excited about where we are right now.
Well, in first region game, right? So just getting off to that good start, right? Because where you are, you're 2-2. In the progression of the school, we know it's a newer school, but getting in there, and then you got to do it in the toughest region in the state.
There's no doubt. There's no puppies on our schedule. We play tough opponents every week, and when you play in our region, it's a battle. You're in for a war every week, and of course, us being so close to Riverdale, and our kids know each other so well that it's a big rivalry, and everybody will be ready to play.
Tell me, what do you need to do to be successful against Riverdale?
Well, we've got to cover their receivers. They spread it out. They've got a lot of good weapons. We know we got to cover them. 12. The quarterback's playing really well now. He's playing a lot better. So we know we've got to cover them in the passing game, and then we've got to control the football and be able to keep their offense off the field.
And now joined by Riverdale coach Will Kreisky.
We've got a lot of positives going on here, but we've had a tough little doozy of a schedule started out with, but it's what these guys needed. And we got to learn to be able to finish ball games. We had a chance to win both the games we lost. Henry County, we traveled down to Henry County, which was a 2.5-hour trip. Made it there. It was that really, really hot week, and played a really physical game. And come in on the short end of the stick, 21-20. And then last week we went down and played a very athletic Germantown team in Memphis, about a 3.5-hour trip with a lot of travel busing issues. But we started off well, got up 17-0 on Germantown, but wasn't able to finish the game. And again, as we come each week and progress into the season, we got to be able to finish the games in the fourth quarter.
When you look at Rockvale, what do you see? What do you need to do to be successful?
Rockvale is very talented. Coach Guthrie being a former O-line coach, I think they're really, really, really good up front. They're physical up front. So our D-line's got to play. Our defensive line's got to be ready for that physical matchup up front with those guys and be able to stop the run.
Riverdale, there's inherited there, just like at Oakland and Siegel. We see what they're doing. We'll find out, obviously, once we're now getting into region play, that 4-0 start for them. But the expectations are always high at Riverdale, right?
Yeah, every year, no matter what, the expectations are really high. The Riverdale community expects you to win, and that's where you want to be. You want to be at a place that has high expectations.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Jonathan Schaefer with color analysis. Now, down to the field with your first half coverage. Here's Joe Fisher.
Well, another beautiful night here in Middle Tennessee. We've had great weather through the entire course of the high school football season to this point. The toss of the coin taking place at midfield right now. Rockvale and Riverdale squaring off here in a region battle, and Riverdale wearing the dark red jerseys, pants, white numerals, and lettering gold helmets. Rockvale in that light blue, almost a powder blue, if you will, pants and numbers with white jerseys and white helmets. And I'll be honest with you, Bubba, from the booth, those can be a little hard to pick up sometimes.
I'm leaving that up to you, Joe. You got the experience.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't matter. If you can't see it, you can't call it. So we'll do the best we can. But
good-looking uniform.
Yeah, they are. And they're just getting ready, I believe, to tell us how this all worked out on the toss. Rockvale won the toss. They deferred. So Riverdale's going to get the football to open this game. Riverdale 2-2. This is their first game in 6A Region 3. They beat Smyrna 36-0, then lost a tough one at Henry County 21-20. Beat Beach in a tough one 16-14, then lost last week at Germantown 41-32. As we said, they are 2-0 at home. Rockvale lost at Nolensville, a tough one 21-20, then won at Smyrna 14-9, lost to Tullahoma 28-20, and then Bubba, a big win last week. They beat a previously undefeated Stewart's Creek team 34-26.
That just goes to show you, Joe, at any level, that's why we kick it off. You can do away with a record. This game tonight, both teams 2-2, I'm telling you, you can throw the records away. This is the crosstown rival.
So Riverdale taking the field right now. Good crowd on hand as we get set for the first 6A Region 3 game of the night. It'll be interesting. Both teams have quarterbacks that are talented. Both seem to take pretty good care of the football. Both have some skill players around them, Bubba. I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to see some young men tonight that I think are going to have an opportunity to play at the next level, and we're going to see them showcased tonight.
Yeah, Joe, I'll tell you, I've talked to a lot of coaches, and it's the quarterback position is driven now at every level, from junior pro all the way up to the professional. If you don't have a quarterback, hey, you're in for a long year.
Well, I think both these teams have one,
yes,
and we're going to see that tonight. Riverdale will move right to left as you listen. Lights are beginning to take effect here, and again, a wonderful night in Rutherford County. For Riverdale, number 22, Isaiah Verser, is going to go back to receive the kick. The kick will be sent forward by Juan Urdaneta, and he is easy to spot in that powder blue and white with those bright pink shoes.
Please turn off the clock on the field so we can reset the scoreboard. Thank you.
Got a little bit of a clock issue before we get started.
It was the pink shoes, blinded.
Now, PA announcer took charge here. Said, "Hey, down the field, turn the clock off."
He knew what the problem was.
He knew what it was. Let's fix it right now. Obviously, Riverdale, the home team, on the near sideline, although that is not always the case. You see some teams now that opt to be on the opposite side of the field, kind of depending on where the sun's setting sometimes.
Right. Get away from the parent.
Yep, that's the other one, yes. Verser's going to stand back at about the 10-yard line to receive the kick. Riverdale 2-2, Rockvale 2-2, and we are about set to go. Approaching the football and putting it into the air. This is a high end over end to the near sideline, fielded at about the 8. 10, 15, 20, little seam 25, out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. The return by Ryan Edmiston, and that'll get us started. First down for the Warriors of Riverdale after a 20-yard return. The quarterback is Braden Graham, senior, 6'1", 200. We talk about efficient, 71 of 107 passing, 871 yards, 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season. Wilhite, Watkins, Smith, Harris, and Mesa in front of him. His power, his receivers, the ones that are his go-tos, Keyshawn Williams and Brock Montgomery, along with Ryan Edmiston. First down in the shotgun is Graham, standing back at about the 23-yard line and looking to pass against a 4-man rush and looking long and downfield, and it's caught! And it's caught on the run, and it's a home run and a touchdown for the Warriors. They dial long distance right off the bat and connect. That is Montgomery with the reception, 72 yards, and now a penalty flag, very most likely for late celebration.
Yes, what a play call right there. Hey, open it up. You got your speed going long, put it out there and let him run under.
I thought when he let it go, Coach, it was going to be too far for him, and he ran up and caught it.
Well, Brock Montgomery, we'll get into this a little later. Brock Montgomery's got speed.
Yeah, well, we saw that because I thought that ball was overthrown, and, man, he caught it in perfect stride. 10th touchdown pass of the season for Graham. It took about 10 seconds to get on the scoreboard for Riverdale. So now the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is called on Riverdale. I would assume. Now, you've got options here. You can assess it on the point, or you can assess it on the kickoff, and I believe they're going to assess it on the kickoff. Well, actually, I think they're going to do it now. I wondered about that, Coach. Point afters now. You add 15 yards to that. It's significant.
It's not a gimme.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you don't want to get me started on kickers, Joe. It's just, hey, we're only, 14 seconds into the ball game. So
we got time.
Hey, it messes with their mind. I don't care where you put it.
Well, now it's a 35-yard extra point.
Exactly.
This is Khalil Arman on to attempt the extra point. Good snap and set. Kick has plenty of leg, and that kick is good. He is solid. I saw him last year.
As we said, it's not going to bother this
Not a problem. So Riverdale strikes on the 72-yard scoring strike from Graham to Montgomery. 11:44 left in the quarter. Riverdale 7. Rockvale just getting the football on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, Riverdale, after the quick strike and the touchdown, the kickoff goes into the end zone, so Rockvale will start first down after taking the touchback. Their quarterback, Brennan Mayhew, he is a senior, 6'2", 185, 41 of 78, 628, 6 touchdowns on the season. His front five, Nelson, Mabry, Curley, Bryan, Matthews, they got a little size, especially in the middle of that line. Jalen Morgan is probably his most potent offensive weapon. He's a junior wide receiver. They will also let him run the football. Grant Gardner is the running back, along with Malik Hicks at wide receiver. Jake Sales is the tight end. First down for Rockvale from their 20-yard line. They try a little misdirection. It goes nowhere. Boy, snowed for a loss back to the 17-yard line, and number 52 getting in to make that tackle immediately for Riverdale. I believe that's E.J. Olguin who made that tackle. They tried a little misdirection, Coach. There was nothing home.
He ran into him. Wasn't nothing there. And really a good safe play on first down. But, you know, they can't afford to get behind the chains early now with this 7-0 lead Riverdale's got.
Loss of, let's call it 2 officially. Second down and 12. Ball spotted at the, well, let's call it 13 at the 17-yard line. They'll bunch the formation, move the tight end to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Mayhew in the shotgun, 2 receivers split left. His tailback Gardner standing off the right shoulder. Man in motion left to right. They fake the jet sweep, hand off to Gardner, who'll try the middle and go nowhere. I think that ball came out. As a matter of fact, it's picked up by Rockvale, retracing steps all the way back to the 2-yard line. Gardner fumbled the football. Rockvale was fortunate to get it, but in the process, take it all the way back inside the 5-yard line.
Just, it looked like a bad exchange. It was a bad handoff from the get-go. He was fortunate to get it.
Gardner's fumbled 3 times this year now, but that's one of those. They tried that little fake jet sweep action, then that delayed handoff, and now What do you do, Coach? You're facing third and about 28 or something like that.
You just want to get you some room here so your punter don't have to stand on the end line to punt the football. And, you know, I draw, screen maybe, something like this, because Riverdale's got the choice. Are they going to come after him or just play safe here?
Third down and 29 officially. Ball inside the 2. Man in motion right to left, and now he's going to reverse and come back to the right. And I don't know if they're confused or changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They're changing the play. Pistol formation. Handoff, tailback, left side, found some room. 10-15. That got them the running room they wanted, a little operating room. They'll have to punt, but at least it got them out of the shadow of the end zone as they moved it out to the 14-yard line.
Little dive off tackle, lead blocker going in. He made a real good run on that. Good run, set up for the punt.
So an 11-yard run by Gardner. And now brings on the punter, and Riverdale poised to get good field position once again, and they're going to send Williams back. Keyshawn Williams standing at midfield. I would think Riverdale would just play safe here and play for the return, and that's what they're going to do. Punt is away, end over end. It's going to bounce at about the 42. It'll take a Rockvale bounce across midfield. I think it was touched right there, as a matter of fact. They're going to down it in Riverdale territory at the 46, but the Warriors, after a 40-yard punt by the time it rolled and came to an end, will start out with excellent field position. Well, they dialed up the home run and hit it on the first. What do they do this time, Coach?
They're not going to throw it 72, I guarantee you.
That would be out of the end zone if they did it from here. Well, Graham now over 900 yards passing, 10 touchdowns on the season. And let's see how they'll operate here. It looks like Verser is in at tailback, and he is. Isaiah Verser, he is a senior. Standing to the right shoulder, now moves to the left shoulder of Graham. Graham takes the snap, gives Verser, hit at the line of scrimmage. I think the line of scrimmage is about all he got. This is a 3-4 defense for the Rockets. Frierson, Green, and Alexander, the front three. Williams, Brooks, Geeding, and Porter. Porter's a good one. Had 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown last week. Morgan and Thornton the corners. Tomlinson and Deary are the safeties, and no gain on the play. And with that, they're going to make a substitution and bring Jalen Thompson into the game. So now they're going to go, looks like 5 wide at receiver. Second down and 9.5. Empty backfield for Graham. 3 receivers left. Graham looking. 3-man rush. Fires far sideline. Caught, first down. Just past the sticks, the reception by Montgomery. He knew exactly, Coach, where he needed to go.
Yeah, he ran the deep out right there, and he ran past the sticks. Good job working his feet at the sideline right there.
So Montgomery, 2 catches, 83 yards. And it moves the chains inside the 44 of the Rockets. 7-0 Riverdale, 8:29 to go in this opening quarter. From the shotgun, Graham. Low snap, fires, little hook route, caught inside the 40 to the 35, and then slammed to the ground close to a first down. On the reception, Ben Woodruff, the senior. That's 12 yards, and that looks like enough to move the chains. That's his 8th catch of the year.
Right now, it looks like the quarterback's on target, Joe. He's hit everybody he's thrown to, and that's a big target right there. He just hooked up at the sticks, made a good catch.
Well, Graham's had plenty of time. They haven't had him keep the football in his hands for very long, and it moves down as Woodruff makes his first catch of the night. Graham 3 for 3 passing for 95 yards and a touchdown. First down inside the 33. Graham to throw. 4-man rush. It's coming. They're going to send it to the end zone again. There's contact. There's a penalty flag. They were looking for Williams near the 10, and he was kind of caught in a little bit of a chicken fighting match there.
I believe they're going to get him for holding, Joe. Defense was holding because he was trying to get out of his route.
So we will await the official statement from our referee tonight, Dominic Howard. And they will walk it forward inside the 20. It will be a first down for the Warriors. Well, so far it's been all home team here in the early going.
Result of the penalty, 15 yards.
Verser back in at tailback. Standing to the left of the quarterback. Graham is in the shotgun. 3 receivers split right, 1 left. Graham to throw, looking right the entire way, now going to tuck it and run. Gets inside the 15, and he's finally swarmed under at about the 14. That is only his 5th carry of the year, Coach. They don't like him running the football very much.
No, and I can see why he had that thing out there, too, you know. Good decision, though. They were covered. What I'm seeing, Joe, looks like the corner over there on Montgomery is 10 yards deep on him. They're playing back on the 2 outside receivers, and they're coming in playing back 5 yards off of the slots.
Well, once you get torched on the opening play of the game, you might be a little leery.
No doubt.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard gain on the carry. Graham to throw. Steps up again, eases left, rush coming. He's going to be hit inside the 10, but I believe he's going to have a first down to the 6. He made a quick decision, Coach, and took off up the middle. That probably was enough to move the chains.
Yeah, he had a little pressure there coming up the gut, and he decided to tuck it and run it. And hey, first down, so that's a good job.
Now 1st and goal for the Warriors. Ball marked at the 6-yard line. And now you got receivers out there saying, throw it to me, throw it to me. Give me a chance. Trips right, 1 left. Graham to throw, fires over the middle, incomplete. Was looking down the middle and looked like he was looking for J.C. Haynes, who is a backup tight end, and it was well overthrown and incomplete. That brings up 2nd and goal. Well, Armand, the kicker, has already shown, Coach, he had a 35-yard extra point, so they're certainly comfortable that they're in range for 3 if need be, but they got a couple of pops here at the end zone if they choose to do so. Montgomery and Vanderbilt split wide to the right. Williams is wide left. Verser is the tailback. Verser is going to get the handoff and go untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverdale. Ran a little trap inside. He came wide open.
That's exactly what it was, Joe. It's inside trap, and it just opened up for him. Good job by the guard pulling there, and walked in untouched.
So Watkins and Smith and Harris, the middle of that offensive line, get it done. And Riverdale has jumped out to a 13-0 lead, and we're almost midway through quarter number 1. And now Khalil Armand on to attempt the extra point. This one much closer than his last one. And no problem, he drives it up and through. 2 impressive drives for the homestanding Warriors. It's 14-0 Riverdale on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
It's the McFarland Show with Darren McFarland and Fox 17's Justin McFarland.
Every weekday afternoon, 2 to 4, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. It's the McFarland Show. It's Darren. It's Justin. It's 50 years of Nashville Sports Radio coverage.
A show that's genuine, it's real, it's fun, it's passionate.
We welcome your phone calls, and we mean it.
The McFarland Show with Darren and Justin on Nashville Sports Radio WNSR. Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, Joe Fisher along with Coach Bubba Spears here from Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro. Warriors 2 drives, 2 scores. Their quarterback, Braden Graham, 3 of 4 passing for 95 yards. 2 of those to Montgomery, 2 catches for 83 yards. Coach, I know it's early, but Rockvale needs something here.
Yeah, they need to get their first down. You know, let's start for the little stuff, you know, and keep the ball away from that offense that's on fire right now.
Kickoff back deep. That's going to go through the end zone once again. And so Rockvale will start first down from their 20. See if they can get something going offensively. Jalen Morgan is one of their higher touted offensive weapons. They use him in the run game and the receiving game. Let's see if they can find a way to get the ball into the hands of number 2 here and get some momentum shifted the other way. You look on the other side, Riverdale's defense also a 3-4, led by Traylon Davis, who is their leading tackler at an inside weak side linebacker position. Pistol formation on first down for the Rockets. Very tight formation. Play action fake. Trying to set up a screen and finally just threw it in the ground. It was well defended. They tried to set up a screen to the right as they were looking for Grant Gardner, the running back, and nobody home.
Right, and good play call. Defense was waiting on it, though, wasn't it? They figured it out, stayed with them, stayed at home, and he did the best thing. Live for another day.
Live for another day, that's right. Incomplete pass, second down and 10. And, well, you know, this confidence when the offense gets off to a great start, it's got to build the confidence of the defense, too. They can take gambles and feel a little more comfortable.
Oh, yeah. They've walked that outside linebacker up on that 3-4 now.
Yeah, they got 4 men on the defensive line on second down and 10. Man in motion left to right. They fake the jet sweep and the keep by Mayhew. He's pushing it close to the 30-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. But Mayhew with a nice gain, a nice positive play, and brings up 3rd and 1 after the gain of 8.
Yeah, that was a good RPO right there to run pass option, but he decided to keep it on his own. Fake the jet sweep coming to the wide side over here.
They break the huddle quickly. Pistol formation, 3rd down and about 1.5 yards for the Rockets. Need the 30 for a first down. Straight give, tailback, big hole. 35, hit hard at the 39, falls forward to the 40, and that'll be more than enough for the first down. Jalen Thompson, the free safety, was the one that made the contact, but a good job up the middle, 11 yards on the game.
Tell you what, Joe, Rockvale's offensive line moved Riverdale's front forward right there. They were on roller skates and, like you said, 11-yard gain.
Well, you look, Coach, they've got Nelson at left tackle at 260, Mabry left guard at 260, Curley center at 260, Bryan at right guard at 290.
I know what I'd be doing.
Maybe running the football?
Yes.
First down, just shy of the 40. Empty backfield, man in motion left to right. They fake, and now they hand off the other way, a little mini reverse. Good defense by Riverdale. Maybe a yard, and that's about all. And that's Traylon Davis, the leading tackler coming into this game. 4 tackles for loss. He was not fooled at all by the misdirection.
Yeah, they come with a jet sweep fake there and hand it back inside to the wing back. Wasn't nothing there. The guard didn't get there to block him.
Gain of 1 on the play. So Rockvale now with 14 yards of offense, all on the ground so far. Facing a 2nd and 9. 2 receivers left, 1 right, shotgun formation. Rockets moving left to right, handoff, tailback tries to bounce outside and does. Finally collared and slung out of bounds, and that's going to prompt a penalty flag. It's either going to be a horse collar or a face mask, but one or the other, as that flag came from the back judge on the run of 6 yards. It was out of bounds at the 48, but I believe you're going to tack on some more.
That showed us his speed because he bounced that one out and he got outside. Nice little run there.
I think that was Patterson, wasn't it? 23, Torrey Patterson, I believe, with the carry.
You're right, yes.
It's hard to tell with some of these numbers whether it's 23 or 28, but I'm pretty sure that was 23. But with that personal foul, they will walk it all the way into Riverdale territory to the 37-yard line. So Rockvale putting a little something together here, trying to get back in this, trailing 14-0. 4:20 to go first quarter. From the pistol, Mayhew. Rush coming, sacked. Oh, he blew it up coming off the far side. Untouched, Keyshawn Williams. Mayhew had no chance.
Soon, he didn't even have time to set his back foot. As soon as he got back there, he was hit. Good job coming off that rush in over there and making the tackle. He didn't even have time to see if he was open.
No, loss of 8 on the play, and I mean, he was there in a heartbeat. That's a loss all the way back to the 45. That brings up 2nd down and 18. Boy, they load the left side of the offensive set this time. The right side of the field is wide open. They'll bring a man in motion. They'll throw it back to the left, trying to set up something into all that crowd, and not much at all. Pass inside the 45 to about the 42. Well defended there by the Warriors, who allowed the catch to be made, but really didn't give up much of anything after that. Brings up 3rd and long.
You know, Joe, You just might have to tell me be quiet tonight. You know, you're moving the ball down the field, running the football. You're moving the sticks, then you want to throw it. And the first thing happens is the worst thing could happen is a sack. Now you're behind the change. It's 3rd and long.
That was a catch by Morgan, made 2 yards on the play. First 2 yards passing in the contest. 3rd down and 15. Easing right, looking to throw. Mayhew toward the sideline, incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver as he was looking for Malik Hicks. It would have been well short of a first down anyway. So now decision time for Rockvale coach Brian Guthrie. What do you do here on 4th and long in Riverdale territory?
Punt.
I don't see any movement toward the punt unit right now. Ball's at the 42-yard line. And it looks to me like they're going to go for it. This is a 4th and 15. Ball will need to get to about the 27 for a first down. Now they're going to drop back in a quick kick. That's exactly right. Quarterback took a couple of steps back, did a nice quick kick. It's going to die at about the 12 or 13-yard line.
Good call.
Yeah, when he took a couple of steps back, that tipped what was coming there.
Well, I had an idea that's what was going to happen because of the way they lined up. They didn't want to give Riverdale a chance to return it.
So a punt of 30 yards on the quick kick, and now it will set up the Warriors for their 3rd offensive possession. They opened this game with a 72-yard scoring pass on the very first offensive play. Now backed up, they'll start at about their own 13-yard line. Graham at quarterback. 3 for 4 passing, 95 yards. They'll send trip receivers to the left. Low snap. Graham able to pick it up. Hands off to the tailback. Burser tries the corner. Got it. 20, 25. There's a penalty flag. Burser steps out of bounds, but this is probably coming back for the flag at the 20-yard line.
I believe I saw the wide out. I believe Montgomery did a little huggy bear there. Instead of blocking him, he wanted to hug him.
Burser got the corner, but one reason he got it was because of a little bit of help out there, and there's the holding call. So that will negate the gain. That is penalty number 3 on the Warriors for 40 yards.
It's a lot of penalties in the first quarter, Joe. 3 for 40 yards. I know coach is not happy with that.
That takes it all the way back to the 10-yard line. So it's from the spot of the foul, so it's actually first down and about 14. 2 receivers split to each side this time. Graham in the shotgun. 4-man rush, low snap again, handoff, tailback, finds room, breaks the tackle, 25 and up for the first down. That's Burser again, showing a burst up the middle, and then he broke that last tackle, and that was enough to move the chains.
Great run by Mercer there, running the football and breaking the tackle to get the first down.
Timmy Williams, leading tackler for the Rockets with the tackle there. He came in with 40 tackles on the season, but the Warriors, after the penalty, get it back to the 25 and a first down. Clock is running, 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Graham looking long again, looking downfield for Williams. He's got him, and the catch is made out of bounds as he makes the catch in play and steps out at the 31. There's not a lot of magic to this, Coach. It's send somebody on a streak and throw it up and go get it.
Throw it far and let him run under.
For Williams, that's catch number 21 of the season. And that's a chunk of 44 yards. Not bad totals for the first quarter for Graham. 4 for 5 passing for almost 140 yards. First down from the Rockets' 31. Boy, they can ill afford to dig another hole deeper than where they are right now. 5 wide for the Warriors. Empty backfield. 4-man rush. Graham fires over the middle. Has him. Williams 15. 10 tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Riverdale.
Joe, they split them out wide, like you said, 5 wide. Inside of the receiver just ran a slant. Hit him right on stride. Lucky he didn't get in there for Rockvale.
17 yards on the reception. First and goal, Riverdale. As you mentioned, Coach, except for the penalties, almost a perfect first quarter for Riverdale.
Exactly.
And give that offensive line a lot of credit. They're not having Graham have to hold the ball very long, but he's had plenty of time. 5 wide again, same offensive set. Graham takes the snap. Eases right this time. Looking, still looking. Now Plant's going to throw back toward the middle. Has a man, touchdown. He bought time easing to the right. Braylon Vanderbilt with a touchdown reception, his second of the year. And Riverdale, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter after the 9-yard touchdown reception by Vanderbilt.
That's a pretty good first quarter, Joe. Yeah. He's thrown 1 incompletion, 2 touchdowns.
6 of 7 passing, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That time they rolled the pocket to the right, had plenty of time. Armand's kick is up, and it is good. It is all Warriors at this point. 51 seconds left first quarter. Riverdale 21, Rockvale nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Tonight's hometown sponsor, Taylor Wright Properties. Visit TWrightProperties.com or call 615-895-9799. In this first quarter, Riverdale has claimed property on the Rockvale side of the field. 21-0 lead.
You know, you said at the beginning of the show, they're 2-0 at home. You don't want to catch Riverdale at home.
Well, I can see why. That line drive kickoff is fielded a yard deep, so that'll be a touchback and bring it out to the 20. And Rockvale on their last drive, Coach, made a little movement, got into Warriors territory and then stalled. Ended up having to punt the ball away.
Did a good job of moving the football. Then that 1 sack set them behind the chains, and they had trouble catching up.
Boy, you look at Riverdale, 200 yards of offense in the first quarter. 165 through the air. A couple of those on big chunks. One of them was 72, one was 44. This is first down Rockets from their own 20-yard line. Give on the run pass option. No, he's going to keep it. Turn upfield across the 15 to about the 17. A nice gain on first down by the quarterback Mayhew. A gain of 7 on the play. J.C. Haynes with the tackle for the Warriors. But a nice positive play on first down.
Just what they have to do. Stay in front of the chains right here. Riverdale again is going back to that 4-man front, bringing that outside linebacker up.
You're seeing some backups on the defense here for Riverdale, trying to get in here in the last plays of this first quarter to give the first team a little bit of a breather. Handoff, tailback, tries the outside again across the 20. He'll have the first down to about the 23-yard line. And that was Bershawn Odell, the senior. They list him, Coach, at 5'6", 146.
He's a little spark plug, got a little quickness, you know.
So the first quarter comes to an end, and the Rockets probably glad to see that. Try to change their fate here as we enter the second quarter. Riverdale 21, Rockvale nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
On the first play of the second quarter, they run the little jet sweep pass. It's technically a forward pass. It was hauled in by Jalen Morgan, who got popped as he turned to about the 35-yard line. Fortunately for the Rockets, they were able to recover.
We heard that up here in the press box. A good play. Got to hold on to it, though. They was fortunate to recover it.
Well, you look, you got Morgan comes in 82 yards rushing, 104 receiving. They wanted to get it in his hands. Gain of 3, second down and 7. Just underway second quarter, 21-0 Riverdale. They faked that jet sweep again. This time the keeper by Mayhew hit it to 40. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Quarterback's doing a good job, Joe, of reading that, because he has the option to give to him on the jet sweep or him running it right off tackle.
Czar Nicholas Morris, a backup defensive end with the tackle for the Warriors, brings up 3rd and 3. Rockvale 1 for 3 on 3rd down so far tonight. And I know it's early, but this may be 4-down territory, even though they're in their own side of the field. Pistol formation. Handoff tailback, and he breaks the tackle, cuts back left, looking for running room, can't find it. He's going to be stopped about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Grant Gardner tried to go right, couldn't get out of that. Cut back to the left, got him back into the middle, and brings up 4th and 2.
They had him for a loss over there. He did a heck of a job to get back and get that yard that he got. So now it's 4th and 2. It's manageable, and they're right on, what, the 41?
41-yard line. Need the 43 for a first down. They quick kicked in this situation last time. Pistol formation. This is not a quick kick. This is a handoff to the tailback, and he is stoned. He's not going to get there. Second effort, tried to reach the ball to the 43. He's going to come up 1 yard shy as Gardner was stopped by the interior of that Riverdale defense. And the Warriors have held.
Yeah, Joe, he was at least 1 yard shy. Just a dive up the middle, and I tell you what, Riverdale's front forward just stood him up there right there. Made a good play there. Good stop. Ball goes over.
So do you dial long distance on first down right here?
Yes. No, I wouldn't.
No,
but I think
you
they
wouldn't.
will. We'd be going off tackle.
That's right. Yeah, with some of the guys you had going off tackle, I don't blame you. That's what I would have done too. First down at the Rockets' 42-yard line. Riverdale in control, 21-0 with the football short side of the field. And looking to throw, and looking long, and looking downfield, and caught! Touchdown, Riverdale! We knew it. I think they knew it. And it just didn't matter. 42 yards on the touchdown reception to Brock Montgomery. What a first half for the Warriors.
Again, just ran right by him, Joe. It looked like they were even up, then boom, 2 steps. He had him 3 steps behind him.
That's at least 3 balls tonight I have thought were overthrown, and they ended up perfectly placed.
Joe, I'm just going to tell you what I was told way back when I first started coaching. Speed kills.
Yes, it does. And it's killing tonight. Armand on with the extra point, and it is good. What a first half for Braden Graham. 7 of 8 passing, 209 yards, 3 touchdowns. As we go to the break, 10-18 left in the half. Riverdale 28, Rockvale nothing.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, what a first half for the Riverdale Warriors offense. Braden Graham, 209 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, only 1 incompletion. Wide receiver Brock Montgomery, 3 catches, 125 yards, 2 of those touchdowns. And it may not have been a flawless first half, but it's been darn close. And now Rockvale behind the 8 ball, trying to find something to try to swing this momentum. And that kickoff is going to go into the end zone. I was waiting. It was a little bit of a late call by the official, but it was a yard deep, so that's an automatic touchback. What do you do, Coach? You're down 28-0. Getting blitzed here by the other team's offense.
Joe, it's more on what not to do. You don't want to turn it over. You want to, do what you did a while ago. Get a few first downs, get out of the deep end down here, and then maybe you want to try to hit them maybe for a home run.
From the 20-yard line, Mayhew 2 of 4 passing, 6 yards. Rockvale's offense basically 38 total yards in the first half. Riverdale doubled that on the opening play of the game with a 72-yard touchdown reception. Keeper by Mayhew. Again, they run that run-pass option, and he keeps and goes to the 22. How much of this, Coach, do you think is him seeing and making a read, or how much of it is him just trying to put them on his shoulders for a change?
I think it's a design play because you're reading what that inside line's doing, blocking up front. And if he sees a crease, he's going to keep. If he don't, he's going to give.
2 yards on the gain. 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation. Moving right to left, the Rockets. Handoff, tailback. That ball got loose again, I think, at the 25-yard line. But I believe Rockvale fortunate enough to fall on it and keep it. And that brings up 3rd down. Gardner with the carry. And that ball's been on the ground a couple of times tonight for the Rockets.
They're fortunate right there, I believe, because it bounced right back to him.
3rd and 4 from the 26-yard line. 9:15 to go, second quarter. It's all Riverdale to this point, 28-0. Did not expect this. And we got a long way to go, but what a start for the Warriors. Man in motion, left to right, looking to throw. Mayhew. Jump pass picked. It's a pick 6. Touchdown, Warriors. Mayhew ran into traffic, ran to the middle, then tried a jump pass to the left. And Jalen Thompson said, "Thank you very much. My 4th interception and a TD."
I'll tell you what, Joe. The worst thing you can do, you're standing over in the middle of the field and you're trying to throw it to the far hash, and you loft it because you was fixing to get tackled. Just sometimes you got to just take it and eat it. He lofted it. Hey, made a great play. Great play for the touchdown.
Boy, everything going the Warriors' way tonight. Thompson, 33 yards on the interception return for the score. My goodness. And the extra point is up and good. It is all Riverdale. 35-0 Warriors. We've still got 8:52 left to go in the opening half from Murfreesboro on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, it was just announced recently on the campus here at Riverdale, a $56 million renovation to build over 100,000 new square feet of space. They're building something pretty good tonight. 35-0 Warriors.
They don't need it down here on the football field, that's for sure, do they?
8:52 left in this first half, and I got to believe the Rockets are just shell-shocked right now. I mean, you mentioned this is a relatively neighborhood-type game, first region game, all those things on the line, and boy, Riverdale has just come out guns a-blazing. That kickoff is fielded at the 1. That is returnable to the 10, to the 15, to the 25, and that's going to be about it. That's actually the best starting position for the Rockets, as that kick did not go into the end zone.
I think they kind of wanted him to return.
Give him a shot at it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's see what Brennan Mayhew, the senior, can do. He announced he has received his first offer, Mount St. Joseph University, which I believe is in Cincinnati.
Well, that's good. That's good for the young man.
Absolutely,
there.
yeah.
You know, anytime you can go to the next level and play, I don't care who you play for, that's great for him and his parents.
And unfortunately, this drive is going to start with a penalty.
On the play, moves the ball back.
And they're going to walk it back to about the 16-yard line. So
16-yard line. First,
they giveth and taketh away. Well, let's see if the Rockets can find a way to light an engine here. 3 receivers split to the left. Mayhew in the gun. Has been running the football quite a bit the most 2 recent times. This time they'll hand to the tailback. He'll try the right side push across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Nice gain on first down on the carry.
On the run.
Joe, you hit it earlier. Now's a good time, you know, get some of these guys that hadn't been playing, you know, get some backups in there. Even it's the first half, even get them to play some down here so they can work their defense down here on the short end.
That was Odell with the carry for Rockvale. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. They'll try it again. They'll bounce to the right, trying to get the sideline. Nothing doing. Boy, good pursuit by the Riverdale defense. They stretched that out. Allowed no gain on the play, and I believe that was Jalen Thompson, the free safety, that came up. And it doesn't look like, Coach, they're too fearful of the long pass right now, so they got the safeties coming up and crashing.
Yeah, I think the coaches realize, hey, they're going to try to keep it on the ground, try to eat up some of that clock.
Rockvale 1 for 5 on 3rd down tonight. This is a 3rd down, and let's call it 4. Wide receivers to each side in the gun. Mayhew fires far side. Pass caught at the sticks, 1st down. Nice play there on the pitch and catch and the throw, and the reception made by Morgan. That will be his 2nd catch of the night.
That's a good route by Morgan. He curled at the sticks, and the quarterback hit him right in between the numbers. So keep the chains moving and keep possession of the football.
Gain of 8 on the play for the 1st down. Rockets break the huddle. They'll send 3 wide to the left this time. Brennan Mayhew in the shotgun. Blitz is coming. They fire the slant. Pass caught, 35. That's going to be close to a 1st down at about the 38 on the reception by Grant Gardner. They put him out in a slot. Gardner made the catch. That's a nice read on that quick blitz to get it out of there quick.
He didn't have much time, and he hit the right receiver, you know, on a quick slant. That's what you got to do to beat the blitz.
Give him 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1. Clock is running. 7:30 to go in the opening half. 35-0 Riverdale Warriors with the lead. They'll go from the gun, man in motion. They'll tap pass. It's bounced away. It's loose. It's picked up by Mayhew. That's officially an incomplete pass. When the receiver runs in motion in front of the quarterback, and even though he literally, Coach, just tapped it to him, that is technically a forward pass.
That's exactly why they do it that way, so if that happens, you know.
It's about the safest play you can run.
Yes. It is, and but as we tell our kids, go to it, let the referees make the call.
But what it does is bring up now a 3rd and short. Tried a little razzle-dazzle on 2nd and short, didn't work. Now 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run that same look. This time Mayhew will keep, and he'll have the first down across the 40 to about the 41. Davis and a host of other Riverdale Warriors there to make the tackle. So that is enough for Rockets' first down. So they're moving the chains a little bit.
Mayhew's a tough little runner right now for the quarterback. He's taking some shots tonight.
First down from their own 41-yard line. Out of the pistol. Toss, sweep, running right. Boy, and hammered it about the 43. Boy, Davis stood him up after a gain of about 2 and brought a head of steam and sent him backwards a couple of yards.
That's just the old-fashioned toss sweep and bringing everybody over there. And Riverdale did a great job of closing it so fast. Now, if the coordinator's up in the box and he saw that, it's a good time to maybe run the same play with a reverse coming around on this end.
Well, you look at Gardner, 7 carries, 5 yards. 2nd down and 8. Rockets at their own 43-yard line. Man in motion left to right. Mayhew with the rush coming, and he's going to be breaking away all the way back at the 25, and just airs that out and throws it away. Give that young man credit. He was dead to rights back at the 25 on the rush coming by the Warriors and found a way to break out of it and throw that ball away.
Yeah, running to his left and being a right-handed quarterback and throwing it about 25 yards downfield. That was a good job of Mayhew getting out of that.
Boy, I almost called he was sacked for a loss of 17. It looked like for all the world he was going to be wrapped up and done.
I thought they had him.
Instead, 3rd and 8. 5:57 to go in this first half. They've run a lot of trip receivers to this left side. Moving right to left as you listen are the Rockvale Rockets. Man in motion once again. Penalty flag is down. Helmet comes off on one of the Rockville players. Mayhew fires, pass is caught by the tight end inside the 40. He is sandwiched between 2 defenders at the 38. He's asking to come out of the game, but Jake Sales, the senior at 6'1", 230, made the catch. But now what are the flags back of the line of scrimmage? 19 yards on the reception, but let's wait. The flags came out, Coach, right after the snap.
That's probably an illegal formation call.
Not enough men on the line of scrimmage?
Could be. With the end man calling it.
That must be what it is. Procedure is the signal, but procedure, most people would say movement. That would stop the play. That's not what happened, so.
It was probably illegal formation.
They used to call it too many men on the line of scrimmage. Now they call it too many men in the backfield.
Yeah, just a little bit of change.
But a costly penalty because
Yes,
it backs it up now instead of the first down in the gain of 19. Brings up 3rd down and 13 with the ball back at the 38-yard line. Riverdale has not had to blitz much tonight. They're only sending 4 this time. Quarterback easing left, rush is coming. He throws this one up for grabs, and it's incomplete. And the only reason it wasn't intercepted is because a Riverdale player batted it away from another teammate. Odie jumped up and batted that ball away. Had he not touched it, I believe Jaden Jones had an interception.
And I believe he would have been in the end zone. Riverdale just rushed forward, but they had a little game on the far side over there where the end and tackle ran the loop. But they put a little pressure on the quarterback then, late pressure.
So standing back inside the 25 now, Rockvale to punt this ball away. And it's a wobbly snap that gets back on the ground but is picked up and booted away. Actually will take a nice Rockets bounce inside the 30 and out of bounds at about the 26. And that's where Riverdale will start after that 33-yard punt that could have been much worse as that one scooted back to the punter. We're still in the first half, Coach. You're Will Kreisky for Riverdale. Do you want to get conservative and run some time, or do you want to keep airing it out like you have been so far?
Well, you know, you're in the region game, and you're playing at home, and you know you're going to get some young kids in the second half. So I think he'll go for it right here on this possession. Might even open it up on the first play.
Verser in at tailback, standing to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Graham, on first down. Verser will take the handoff. He'll run left, maybe a couple of yards out close to the 35-yard line.
Isaiah Verser on the run.
Riverdale with wins at home over Smyrna and Beach, losses at Henry County and at Germantown. And they have dominated the home field tonight. Riverdale 209 yards through the air. Most of that was in the first quarter. I think they had 165 in the first quarter. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. Graham, they swing pass near side, needing a block and not getting it. Good pursuit by Rockvale. Out of bounds on the reception, and a very late penalty flag. Maybe a little bit of a hit too far out of bounds. That would be another costly penalty.
Yeah, over here right in front of Riverdale's bench, we couldn't see, but I think it was, you know, he might have carried a little bit too much anger with him.
Woodruff with the catch on the swing pass, and that is going to be, I believe, the walk-off from the 41. They're going to actually move it back and walk it off from the 39. Well, the last thing the Warriors need is a gift, and that's on a play that was well defended.
Did a great job defending it out, stringing it out, and getting him out of bounds.
So that walks it into Rockvale territory to the 47. 4:30 to go in the opening half. 35-0 Riverdale. Graham with 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Verser the tailback. Graham to throw. 3-man rush. Fires over the middle. Pass caught. First down, 30. 25, sideline 20, and out of bounds as he is hit at about the 20-yard line, out of bounds. Great protection once again. The reception by the senior Ben Woodruff, and a gain of 27.
Tell you what, he threaded that ball. He threw it right in between 2 defenders, and the catch was right down the gut, and he jumped outside. Had a good block out here by the wide receiver, picked up a few extra yards.
So the senior Woodruff having a nice night. 3 catches, 42 yards, 241 yards passing now for Graham and the Warriors. And on the edge of the red zone, ball at the 20-yard line. This time Verser will stand to the left shoulder of Graham in the backfield. Graham to throw. Fires, wide open. Touchdown, Riverdale. Once again, it's Woodruff all by himself, streaking down the near sideline, 20 yards. And the touchdown pass for Graham. That is 4 on the night.
Joe, I was waiting for that play. They've been running the slant with the outside receiver, brought the inside receiver on the wheel.
Nobody there.
They wanted the slant because it was Montgomery. They took him. He was wide open.
Well, Montgomery was the popular target early. It's been Woodruff here in the second quarter. What a first half for Graham. Armand's extra point is blocked. Rockvale blocks the extra point, about the only positive they've had in the first half. Graham 10 of 11 passing, 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. 41-0 Riverdale on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Joe Fisher along with Coach Bubba Spears, Todd Barry, our statistician, Adam Johnson, our producer engineer on site. 301 yards of total offense for Riverdale in the first half. For Rockvale, by my quick addition, that would be 73 yards of total offense. It has been all Warriors. It is 41-0 Riverdale. We've still got 4:14 left in the first half. And in case you're wondering, the running clock that comes into play when leads get to be a certain distance does not take effect until the second half. Rockvale will feed that kickoff at the 1 and push it out close to the 25, where the Rockets will start first down. Here's where, Coach, you've been in, and I would imagine over all your years after a 23-yard return, you've been on both sides of something like this.
Yes. It's not fun being on the side that Rockvale's on. And really, in all honesty, it's not fun being on the top side of it. I mean, because there's still kids playing a great game. You don't want to embarrass the kids, you know.
Well, this is where things can tend to get a little sloppy. Concentration can waver a little bit. Little touch pass cutting back into traffic and moving it close to the 29-yard line as Grant Gardner, the junior, came into this game. He had a 100-yard rushing game, 2 touchdowns last week in their win over Stewart's Creek, but he has been bottled up tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Joe, you know, we said at the top of the show, this is a region game. You know, no one wants to get anyone hurt either now.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. Pistol formation. Handoff, nothing. Boy, snowed under for a loss on the play. Riverdale had that smelled out from the beginning with no problem whatsoever. Penetration, Joseph Guzman, the defensive tackle, was there for a loss of 3 on the play.
He is tackled down by number 10, Joseph Guzman.
Guzman was in there right about the time he got the handoff.
So that brings up a 3rd down and about 8.
The loss on the play.
3 wideouts left. Shotgun formation. Man in motion left to right. Blitz is coming up the middle. Easing right is the quarterback, Mayhew. Now he's going to run, going to head for the sideline. I think he got enough. He got out of bounds. The sticks were right in front of him, Coach, and he got out at about the 36-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks. That's a good play. Good run. He showed a little burst of speed right there at the end of that run.
The gain to the 36.
2:40 left in the half. Boy, and Rockvale just hoping for anything positive and find some way to get on the board before halftime. They'll send 2 receivers to the left side this time to the Rockets. And they'll pass to this left side to a receiver screen to the 40, to the 44-yard line where the tackle is made on the reception by Malik Hicks. Odie was there along with Thompson for the tackle after a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and short.
Good play right there. Good safe play.
Mayhew 6 of 12 passing for 38 yards. They've just gotten nothing downfield tonight. He hasn't had a lot of time. Second and 2. Tailback trying the left side. There's a penalty flag thrown right there as the play is stopped short of the line to gain, out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. But let's see where that penalty flag is going to be. And the Riverdale folks are already pointing it's going to be against Rockvale.
Looked like the first sign from the official was a chop block.
That's easy to do in that situation, isn't it, Coach? They're running to the left of the sideline, and you got a receiver out there that wants to go and help and goes low.
Yeah. Or the hold, you know, either one, you know. As long as your hands are inside the shoulder width where you're okay, but, you know, receivers, they'll tell you I'm not supposed to block. Wrong answer when you throw the ball.
5 penalties, 55 yards on the Rockets. And that walks it back now, a 2nd and 13. 1:45 to go in the half. looking to throw. Mayhew with some time. Now it's going away. Finds some room, throws to traffic and incomplete. Batted away. He had a moment, but Keyshawn Williams closed on that pass over the middle and batted it away for third down.
Offensive line did a good job there, giving him a little time. He had the receiver, but like you said, just overthrew him a little bit.
So that brings up third down and 13. Riverdale fans have just kind of settled in. They're enjoying a nice night at the ball yard. Easy to do when you're leading 41-0. Man in motion right to left this time. Mayhew looks to throw. Easing right, looking downfield, still looking. Fires back across his body, incomplete. Well, that's the one, Coach, I see guys rolling to the right and then try to throw back across their body to the middle. That's almost always trouble.
If you don't catch it, it's usually tipped, and the safety will get it on the run, and that's some of the things that, my philosophy, pass is a four-letter word, so much stuff can happen. But this day and time, Joe, every team is throwing the ball with the quarterbacks growing up throwing, so, that's the name of the game now.
Rockvale standing back to punt inside the 20-yard line. Montgomery standing back at about the 43 of the Warriors. Oh, and they ran into the punter, but they're saying that he was actually blocked into the punter. Fair catch is made at the 37. Referee was right there, Coach, and he immediately signaled, nope, he was shoved into the punter. That is not roughing the kicker.
Exactly. And the kicker got up and said a few words. I'm surprised he didn't get the yellow. If it wasn't 41-0, he probably would.
Yeah, he probably would. Well, now the Warriors, 1:10 left. Well, you got a couple of options here. You could almost just straight handoff to the tailback, run this thing out, get to the locker room, or try to go long distance one more time, because you wonder how much you're going to see some of these starters in the first half.
Exactly. The next half, I think you're going to see a lot of subs.
Graham is going to throw. Sideline caught by Woodruff, 40-45. Tackle made just shy of midfield. Braden Tomlinson, the safety with the tackle. They will give him forward progress after a 12-yard gain to midfield. Warriors will line up without a huddle. Clock continues to run. 50 seconds left in the half. Riverdale's got all their timeouts. Graham to throw once again. Looking long once again. Finds a man once again. And tackled inside the 5. Keyshawn Williams dragged down at the 3. But there's a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. And I think this one's coming back. It was 48 yards. But I think this one's coming back. And Graham is hobbling. And if you're Will Kreisky,
you finally have something to harp on at half.
Well, I'm looking to my senior backup Luke Smith and saying, get ready.
Yeah.
Well, he got up, Coach, and he was kind of stretching that left knee and left leg. They're going to walk it back to the 40. Now do you just go ahead and run out the clock and get out of here? 32 seconds left in the half. Facing a first down and 20.
From the 40.
And the answer is no, they're going to throw. Quick sideline route. I believe he was bobbling that ball. He's going to get credit. Montgomery's going to get credit for the catch at midfield. I thought he was bobbling it on the way out of bounds.
He's got that route down at middle distance out there. That was a 10-yard out, and it was on the money.
Fourth catch, 135 yards on the night for Montgomery. He was the big strike guy early who got this thing going for the Warriors. 17 seconds left. And remember, Riverdale's got a field goal kicker they like. They get him some little bit of distance here, give him a chance. Pass is bobbled. Woodruff, he was able to hang on, going out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Coverage there by Tomlinson. Woodruff's had a nice first half, 13-yard gain. That is for him, catch number 6 for 87 yards.
That's a nice catch, throw and catch right there, Joe. Again, right there on the sideline on the money.
11 seconds left in the half. Maybe time for one more, and you can go over the middle of the field. You got a timeout. They're saying, heck, let's go for the whole thing. And Montgomery got away with a push. No, there's the flag. That's going to be offensive interference, I'm pretty sure. Montgomery made the catch for the apparent touchdown, but that looked for all the world like offensive interference.
I believe that one's going to come back.
Yeah, when the receiver goes one way, the defender goes the other. And I thought that was a pretty easy call to make. So with 4 seconds left, well, I tell you what, Rockvale just does not have an answer for the speed of the Warriors in their receivers.
Yeah, they're going to drop back here. This might be the time where Riverdale just runs it.
Well, they're in the shotgun looking to throw. Graham looking right. He will throw. Pass is caught by Montgomery. 30, 25-20, and that will end the half. A spectacular first half for the Warriors. There's not much to complain about, and hopefully we'll have Coach Will Kreisky here for just a second before they head to the locker room. A spectacular first half. Scored on the opening play and never looked back.
But the only thing went wrong was a couple of penalties, and you know that pass interference there right here at the end that Brock Montgomery had when he caught the touchdown pass. It was called back.
Graham 14 for 15 passing for 325 yards, and I believe Coach Kreisky is with us now.
We're good.
Checking. All right, Coach. Coach, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Did you see this coming?
No, I didn't, and I'm really proud of our guys. I've been on them this week. We had probably one of the toughest weeks of practice we've had in a long time since I've been here because I hadn't been happy. I feel like Henry County and Germantown, we didn't do good things. We didn't play well. We didn't play as a team, and we got to be selfish at times. And I harped on these group of guys, and for them to come out and make a statement like this in the first half, I'm really proud of them. Now, did we make mistakes? Yes. Do we got to get better? Yes.
Did you know, when did you decide first play was going to be the home run ball? How long ago was that?
Coach Barnes and I sat down and I said, do what you got to do, Coach Barnes, call the game, and that's what he's done. I leave him alone. I more stay with the defensive backs.
Coach, I tell you what, this Bubba Spears, what a way to start. And it's tough. What are you going to do at halftime going? And I know you're going to play some younger guys, but you just got to keep the pedal down. It's a region game.
It's a big region game. Again, we've had 2 long road losses. Our guys are frustrated. Coaches are frustrated. We got to keep playing. We got to keep getting better tonight.
Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coach Will Kreisky, an outstanding performance by his Warriors. At halftime, Riverdale leads 41-0. Stay with us in the studio. Q Joseph and Will Brown, an update on high school football on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
When you want down-home cooking, just head downtown. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel serves traditional Southern cooking, sourced fresh and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Southern smoked breakfast bowl or a Music City omelet. If you're looking for variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City or get your fill at the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Kitchen Notes dishes up lunch with traditional Southern tomato pie, country ham, and classic picnic ambrosia. Serving breakfast Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10:30, and lunch is served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Kitchen Notes doesn't forget the brunch crowd. Brunch at Kitchen Notes is every Friday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring cast iron pancakes, made-to-order waffles and eggs, and ice-cold carafes of mimosas. Enjoy farm-to-table Southern dishes made from treasured family recipes. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Jim Rome is here weekdays 11 to 2 on Nashville Sports Radio, WNSR.
Give the show a couple of weeks. You're not going to like it. Nobody likes this show the first time they heard it. My wife hated the show. I married her. Give it 2 weeks. If after 2 weeks you can honestly say to me, you know what? I listened every day for 2 weeks, and the truth is, I hate you more now than I did the first day. Then I'm going to be man enough to say to you, you know what? You probably aren't that smart.
Jim Rome, 11 to 2 on Nashville's original sports radio, WNSR.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Halftime here at Riverdale, it's all Warriors, 41-0. And as you can imagine, in a game of 41-0, the stats from Todd Berry would reflect that. Riverdale 325 yards passing, 40 on the ground, 15 first downs. Rockvale 49 on the ground, 38 through the air, so less than 100 yards of total offense. But boy, they have showcased, the Warriors have tonight, the deep ball threat. And Rockvale just has not had an answer for those streaking wide receivers.
It's the speed, and like you said, there's been 3 passes thrown that I thought was going to be overthrows, and they run right up under them. So the quarterback knows the speed of their receivers.
I don't know what the quarterback rating would be on this. Graham for Riverdale, 14 for 15 passing, 325 yards, 4 touchdowns. High. That would make a lot of money at the next level. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And he spread it around. Woodruff, 6 catches, 87. Montgomery has been the big man in terms of the long ball. 4 catches for 135 and 2 touchdowns. And Keyshawn Williams, 3 catches for 90 yards. On the other side, boy, Mayhew has just kind of been running for his life tonight. They've been playing from behind. 6 for 14 passing for 38 yards. Mayhew is actually their leading rusher as well with 8 carries for 22 yards. So that's the halftime situation right now. It's all Warriors. The second half will start with the running clock. We'll see how that plays out, and we'll also see how these two teams, what they talked about at halftime and how they'll handle things when the third quarter begins. We'll take a break, head to the studio after this on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Makara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Makara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studio.
And we are live from the Strike and Spare studios here at WNSR. And Q Joseph, let's just be honest, this Riverdale Rockvale score, none of us expected it. Riverdale at the half, 41, Rockvale yet to get on the board. And when teams kind of start off fast, it's kind of hard to catch up. And Riverdale scored on their first play from scrimmage. And it's been all downhill for the Rockvale Rockets ever since. And in previewing this game before we get into some scores, this is a Rockvale team that defeated a previously undefeated Stewart's Creek program 34-26 last week. Rockvale Riverdale has dropped a couple of games that their coach didn't really expect for them to drop. You lose to Germantown last week, 41-32, and then let's go up 2 weeks into the season. You lose a really tough match versus Henry County, 21-20. And I know, like I stated during our break, this is a Henry County team that you'll probably see playing in November, pretty late into the season. So that's what's going on. Our WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Riverdale 41, Rockvale 0. Get to some other scores. Clarksville High 28, West Creek 0. Franklin 23, Nolensville 20. That game is at half. East Robinson 35, Joe Burns 6. That game is in the second quarter. Eagleville 21, Huntland has not gotten on the board. Columbia Christian and Lawrence County. Columbia Christian with the lead 7-0. Mount Juliet 24-7 at halftime over Cookeville right now. Ainsworth Lipscomb Academy. Fans, call in, keep us updated with this game as well. Both of these schools are tied at 7. Wayne County 22, McEwen 0. Clay County 28, Portland 21. Laredo 17, Lewis County 7. Father Ryan right now playing NBA. Father Ryan 13, Montgomery Bell Academy 10. Now this is a Father Ryan team that came off of a very huge victory last week over Brentwood Academy. Riverside 41, Camden Central 7, Marshall County 31, Science Hill 6. That game early stages of the third quarter. Mercifully, one game you and I have been tracking since the start of this game is now currently at halftime. Pearl Cone 47, Montgomery Central 0. Cannon County 7, Fayetteville 0. Pope John Paul Preparatory School, also known as JP2, playing the Cougars from Good Pasture. The Knights looking to continue their winning streak, defeating the Webb School last week 40-7. And right now, the Knights 21 and Good Pasture nothing. That game at half. Antioch McGavick, last scoring update I got was 12-7. McGavick with the lead over the Devin Arnold led Antioch Bears. When you look at their schedule, region games up until you play CPA, I want to say in week 9, some pretty winnable games. I mean, Antioch has an opportunity to do something they haven't done in a while, which is go to the playoffs, but you got to win the games that count.
Absolutely.
Page 14, Coffee County nothing. Halls 35, Carter 7, Monterey 21, Westmoreland 7, South Green 40, Union County nothing. That game in the third quarter. Tullahoma, Lincoln County. That game is at halftime. Tullahoma 32, Lincoln County 7. Memphis University School 42, Ridgeway 0. That game is at the halfway point. Brentwood 7, Summit 0. That game is 2 quarters in the book. Harpeth and Waverly Central, neither team yet to get on the board, so a defensive game out there. East Nashville 14, the Wolves of Liberty Creek 7. This is a young program. They're going to give it to you. Yeah. Cornersville 42, Richland 14, and our final score to report right now: Ravenwood 28, Overton 7. That game at halftime. A couple more scores to give you. Centennial 28. The Yellow Jackets of Springfield have not gotten on the board yet. York Institute 26, Tellico Plains nothing. Moore County 14, and Franklin County 10. And going back to our game, Riverdale with a huge lead over Rockvale right now, 41-0. I like what was said at halftime. Yeah. This is a team, they were frustrated. They felt like they didn't play well last week. They felt like some things just didn't go their way, and it showed. I mean, you lose to a really good Germantown team, 41-32. But I think now with this being region play, both of these teams, well, one of these teams is clicking on all cylinders. One team taking them a few minutes to get into the game. And if you're Rockvale, I mean, you just come out and you play. You know, this is not your night. This happens. You and I have both played high school football on some pretty high levels. You coming from Louisville, myself being here in Nashville, but we've been on both sides of the spectrum. It's not fun. It is demoralizing. It can mess with you mentally, but it's how do you respond? And this is both teams.
And we talked about it, off air, going into next week's game for Rockvale, you're getting beat 41-0 at the half. And then next week you have
Oakland?
Oakland. Excuse me.
You have Oakland High School.
Yeah. So that and we're not counting the game out, but you're talking about 2 back-to-back rough games. And then, on the flip side, Riverdale, listen, they are going into their next game with, I believe it's Coffee County on next week with, I'm not going to say a chip on the shoulder, but a very high morale. Very, very high morale.
I think you're going to, I don't even call it morale. I call it just straight up confidence. I mean, This is a Coffee County team. Next week, you're going into their currently, they're 1-3 right now. They're playing Page, coming off of a shutout loss versus Siegel. And coming out of Rutherford County, I didn't expect Siegel to be what they are right now. Right. Currently 4-0, looking to go 5-0 tonight. So we'll keep up with that score as well. But I think you're right. I mean, Riverdale is catching on. They're confident, and they're confident early. And I think you watch out because this has been a really consistent Riverdale program that has done some good things out in Rutherford County. Yeah. Oakland emerging, and they're now pretty much the class of Rutherford County and really the class of 6A football when it comes to the state of Tennessee. But again, this is a Riverdale team. They're doing really good. Things are going their way. You do not let your foot off the gas.
Yeah, especially at home. We made the joke off air. It's like those first Under Armour commercials. Will you protect this house? They are protecting the house.
Yeah.
They are protecting the house.
That they are. So what we'll do, we'll take a break. We'll take it back to Joe and Bubba. This is the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. We are live from the Strike and Spare Studios. Fans, hey, call in or text your score, 615-844-5600. We want to hear from you. Just send us your score updates. Tell us the school, and we'll do the best we can to get it out to you during our post-game show. But again, we're going to take it back to the guys, Joe and Coach Spears. This is a WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. We'll be right back with the second half.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
The battle for a 6th straight division crown starts right now, and the East already knows don't sleep on the Atlanta Braves.
Next pitch to Riley. Swung on, hammered to deep center. He's at the track, he's at the wall. Home run!
Catch the 2023 Atlanta Braves right here on Nashville's home for Braves baseball. WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Jonathan Schaefer with color analysis. Now to the field for your second half coverage. Here's Joe Fisher.
Well, I don't think this is quite what anyone expected. We thought this was going to be a close battle. First region game, Class 6A, Region 3 between Rockvale and Riverdale. Both came in 2-2. Both kind of champing at the bit to, get a win. Riverdale struck first on the opening play of the game, a 72-yard touchdown strike, and never looked back. And the Warriors lead 41-0. Joe Fisher along with Coach Bubba Spears. So let me put you in the coaching seat. You're Will Kreisky. We heard him at the end of the first half. They were not happy coming into this game. They have taken their frustration out on Rockvale. How do they handle the second half?
Well, I think that's what you're going to see. I think you'll see the starters come out for the first series and on both sides of the ball, and he'll see how they do handle it, and then he'll go to his subs probably.
Now
but then again, we saw where the quarterback now got hit that one time, and 41-0. How are you going to explain you get one of your star players hurt when you're up 41-0? It's a catch-22.
Yep.
But you tell them, hey, you got the first series, and that's it. It might be the first series, whether you look good or bad, and you're out. Now
let's go to the other side. Rockvale, their situation. You're the head coach. Thank you. The game is decided. Barring some miraculous change. What is Brian Guthrie looking for?
So let's see what we're made of, guys. And you tell your kids at the beginning of the game, before you come on, adversity is going to hit you sometime in this first half. How well we handle adversity is going to determine the outcome of the game. Well, the first half, Rockvale didn't handle adversity very well. So let's see how they can handle it the second. Let's build on this, Let's see anybody can play up front. Let's see how we're going to play from behind.
Got so many people to thank for these broadcasts. Of course, our hometown sponsors, Taylor Wright Properties. Visit twrightproperties.com. Call 615-895-9799. Our broadcast powered by Jody Jones Dentistry, Jackson Boone Racing, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, Omni Nashville Hotel, our good friend Todd Rodemel, and Southern Trophy House. Of course, coming up tomorrow, another busy day on WNSR. Prep Football Talk. Coach Spears, you'll be in early.
too early.
8 a.m. to 9, along with Greg Pogue talking high school football. Then 10 a.m. to 11, What's Good with KB and JB's podcast show. That's Keith Bullock and John Burton. Then the John Merritt Classic, Gardner Webb at TSU. That's a 4:30 airtime for that one on Saturday from downtown. And I talk about John Merritt. I remember covering him over the years, and one of his favorite sayings was, "That young man is quick as a hiccup."
Yeah.
Well, Riverdale's got a few of those tonight. We have seen that.
It's funny you say that, Joe, because I grew up watching him too, and you know, I can tell you 747 from Jefferson Street Joe to Ed Too Tall and Dent, you know, hey, there was a lot of athletes come through there at that time.
Yes, there were. I remember sitting, one of my favorite memories, I sat up in the booth at Hale Stadium when I was working at Channel 4, and they were playing their spring game. And so Coach Merritt was just up in the booth. He was not on the sideline. He was just up in the booth just watching. And I think Joe Gillum was running one, offense, and we're just kind of chatting, and I'm standing there with him. And the game's going over like third quarter, and Coach Merritt looks at me and says, "Where'd you get those pants?" And I said, "What is? I like those pants. Where did you get them?" He was dead serious. What do you want to know where I had to tell him where I got them.
Well, Joe, I got a text at half, and if I don't ask you this, I might not get in tonight. My wife wanted to ask you if you had a Granny Adams from Lebanon, around the Tucker Crossroads area.
I can tell you that the Fisher family and the background of the Fisher family is from the Watertown area. So it's
possible you had a Granny Adams, huh?
It's quite possible.
My wife will let me in now. And Will Brown, I got a message for you. I'll bring that in the morning.
Uh-oh. Well, let's see who brings what here for this third quarter. Remember now with the score 41-0. We'll start with the running clock. Once the lead gets past 30, I think it's 30, isn't it? 30 or 35, whatever that point is.
33, I believe,
but
is what it is.
It's in the second half because we had it in the first half, but it doesn't kick in until the second half. So that's the way the game will start. Now, if Rockvale can make a run and get it back down under 30, then we would go back to normal clock procedure.
Well, and believe it or not, it's put in there for a reason, for nobody, for no one to really get embarrassed, but no coach, I don't think, likes the running clock, whether you get it for you or against you.
Yeah.
So they rather play the full 4 quarters so they could get everybody in. Back in the day where usually, your 4 touchdowns up, you're going to play people anyway, and that's 28 points.
So Rockvale will get the football to open this third quarter. And they will send DJ Thornton back deep to receive. Khalil Armand, most of his kickoffs have gone into the end zone tonight. So let's see if Rockvale can find something to feel a little bit better about in this second half. Kicking left to right are the Warriors. And this kick is going to be driven, I believe, into and through the end zone. So Rockvale will start first down from their 20.
Khalil's kickoff sails into the end zone for the touchback.
So the numbers, as you can imagine, in the first half, it was 41-0. Rockvale 49 yards on the ground, 38 yards passing, 6 first downs. And seeing if they can find a way to get something going here in this third quarter, just to get something to feel a little bit better about on the way home. Mayhew is going all the way at quarterback, and he will start here in this opening possession of the third quarter. Pistol formation, 2 receivers left from their own 20. Moving right to left. Handoff tailback, bounces left, cuts back inside the 20 to about the 24-yard line. On the carry, Gardner with that carry for the first down. Morris makes the tackle. And once again, the clock running. Second down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Gardner has really been hemmed in tonight. Not a lot of running room at all. They'll hand off inside again, and there's nothing. Just a wall of Warriors defenders right in the middle. Davis leads the way. One of the helmets came off of Gardner, and he's going to have to come out for a play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 as Traylon Davis. He's one of those guys, Coach, weak side linebacker, who just is always around the football.
Reacts real well. Reacts to the ball good.
3rd and a long 5 for the Rockets. Play action fake. Rush coming. Mayhew passes, caught, and breaking across the first down marker across the 35 out to the 38-yard line for a first down for Rockvale. Boy, I thought he had the angle cut off on him. Turned out to be a 15-yard gain, a nifty little play and a first down.
Yeah, the outside linebacker for Riverdale had a shot at him, and he just, he missed him at the first go and enabled him to pick up that 15 yards and the first down for Rockvale. Good start here in the second half for Rockvale.
So that was Odell with the catch and the first down. Handoff, tailback tries the right side. Boy, broke right through 3 different defenders, just lowered his head and went from the 41 to about the 45. That was Hodges, Wyland Hodges with the carry. He's went into traffic, came out on the other side. Gained 6, almost 7 yards.
Tough run right there. And again, Riverdale had him at the beginning and just missed tackles there. Kept him feet going, and he picked up 6.
I thought they had him snowed under, and he shot right through. 2nd down and 3. Pistol formation from the 45. Give. Gardner back in there after the helmet issue. He'll have the first down, pushing it close to midfield.
Tell you what, Gardner's just slashing in there, keeping him feet moving, and he bounced around there and picked up the first down.
So a nice start here for Rockvale, a couple of first downs back-to-back. Clock continues to run, 8:55 to go third quarter. Warriors leading 41-0. Rockvale trying to find a way to get on the board for the first time this evening. Out of the shotgun, Mayhew. Gives, tailback running left, tries to bounce it outside. Well, Riverdale with great pursuit. He maybe gets a couple of yards, and that's Al, but tremendous pursuit and getting a little help up after the carry was Odell. Give him a gain of 3 on the play. Riverdale strung that out well.
Yeah, he made 3 out of a little bit of nothing there. He showed some quickness there on his speed there. And again, like you said, Riverdale strung it out and used the sideline as a helper.
In Warrior territory, ball at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Empty backfield this time. Man in motion right to left. Keeper by Mayhew. He'll have the first down, or very close to a first down. Nice hit at about the 42. And actually, it looks like they're going to mark his forward progress about a half a yard shy.
Good little tough run inside there, right off tackle there. He faked that little pass that they do and kept it. And like you said, he's about a half yard short, it looks like.
Zon Morris, who's a sophomore, with that contact to keep it a 3rd and 1. From the pistol this time. Mayhew hands off Gardner. Hit at the line of scrimmage. I don't know. It's going to depend on forward progress. And looking at the line judge to the near side, I don't think he got it.
Well, that's one of them right foot, left foot.
Yep.
And like you said, he was going right, then he cut back. And, boy, when he cut back, he got stuck right there hard.
Yeah, this linebacker crew for Riverdale with Taylor and Smith and Davis and Patterson pretty good.
They wear that Douglas shoulder pad pretty good, and they use it, don't they?
4th and less than a yard. Quickly out of the huddle. Pistol formation, a tight formation. Handoff tailback. I believe he's got it to the 40-yard line. Riverdale saying they've stopped him in time. And once again, the line judge on this side had a mark at the 41, but they're going to give him forward progress to the 40, and that will move the chains. This is the best offensive drive of the night so far for the Rockets.
Well, it's a good showing for them coming out at halftime, getting the ball first and moving the ball like they're moving it.
Well, 49 yards rushing in the entire first half, and now sitting on 76 for the game, so a good start. To throw on first down, Mayhew with time, looking long, Down the near sideline, a little underthrown and incomplete. And the receiver had to turn in defender there as they were looking for Malik Hicks. It was underthrown, and Cameron Darden was right there, almost intercepted.
Good call, Joe. The receiver did an excellent job coming back and playing defender there and knocking it loose, or it was going to be intercepted.
That's the first shot they've really taken tonight, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't recall another one yet.
Yeah, and I think it was really where he had time to throw it, and it was underthrown.
2nd and 10. Mayhew fakes the toss, hands off inside cut. Nice run. Now bouncing outside to the 30, to the 25. Dragged down from behind at the 20-yard line. One of the best offensive plays of the night for the Rockets. Odell with a great move to bounce that to the outside and end up picking up 23 yards.
Good run by Odell.
But,
like you said, bounced it out, did a good job.
But penalty flag. Sitting back at the 32-yard line. And they're going to walk this off for holding against the Rockets. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Great drive right here for Rockvale coming out of the halftime, and then they get that penalty. But you know, it's still manageable. 2nd and about 12.
So that's the 6th penalty on Rockvale. Walks it back to a 2nd and 12. This time Gardner tries to bounce it out to the left, and he is going to be brought to the ground. No gain on that play as JoJo Smith, the middle linebacker. Officially no gain, maybe a quarter of a yard. That's about it. Brings up 3rd and 12. And again, a lot of these, Coach, you mentioned that, a lot of these are first line starters. You got some second line guys in there, but a lot of first stringers still in there. 3rd and 12 for the Rockets. Clock continues to run. Mayhew to throw. Has time, almost intercepted. JoJo Smith jumped the route, had it at the 40-yard line and could not hang on.
I think he saw touchdown written over that, and he wanted to run before he caught it.
Well, there was nobody in front of him.
Still a good play. Still a good play.
Brings up 4th and 12. This will be the third 4th down opportunity of the night. For Rockvale, they are 1 for 2. Ball will need to get to about the 30-yard line for a first down. Clock is running, 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter and a continuous running clock. Mayhew to throw. Looks right, now left. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line. Gardner's got nowhere to go. Snowed under, and there again is Traylon Davis. The Warriors turn it over on downs. Davis was not fooled and made a terrific open field tackle.
Yes, he did, and I'll tell you what. You have to commend the fans here at Riverdale. Both sides, you know, they know it's a running clock, and they know it's 41-0, and, you know, they're still here supporting the young men, and that's great for high school football, Joe.
So let's see how Riverdale answers here. And the quarterback is the senior Luke Smith. I am not surprised at all by this.
No.
Luke Smith, 2 for 2 passing on the season for 15 yards. He goes with a little fake and then fires a quick slant, caught just shy of midfield. So Smith now officially 3 for 3 on the season. Pass caught by Braylon Vanderbilt. I believe that's his 2nd reception of the night. He had one for a touchdown in the first half. And a gain of 8 on the play.
Excuse me, Joe, just a quick toss there. Good pitch and catch. Good pickup there.
Part of you bring in a backup quarterback, but you wanted to play with the front line lineman in front of him, at least for a little while, and that's what's happening right now. Handoff, Verser runs, fumbled the football, ball is loose at about the 46-yard line. Rockvale says they have it. I think they do. Let's see.
Yes, I do too.
And I believe they have recovered the fumble. That's the first turnover of the Knights on the fumble that's recovered at the 46-yard line by the Rockets. Well, that's what you got to fear if you're Will Kreisky, is some sloppy play. So that turns it back over to the Rockets with 1:28 left to go in this quick-moving 3rd quarter as the clock has run continuously.
It didn't look like it was a smooth exchange from the get-go, did it to you, Joe?
No, and he never quite totally had it secured, and then a good helmet on the football broke it loose. First turnover of the night by the Warriors. First down for the Rockets from their 46. Play action fake. Rush is coming. Mayhew gets that ball away before he is crushed back at the 35-yard line. He ran a little fake, and then he turned, and here came J.C. Haynes and a couple of other teammates, and Mayhew just got rid of it.
All he saw was that burgundy jersey. It's a good throw to get it out of bounds where nobody could catch it.
Tough night for Mayhew. He's been under duress for a lot of the night. 8 of 19 passing for 56 yards. One interception that was a pick six. On second down, Mayhew to throw. Fires and drops. Had a man at the 30-yard line, Malik Hicks. Frankly, one of the best passes he's thrown tonight, and just could not hang on.
That should have been caught. That perfect pass, right on the money, in stride. I think if he catches that, he's going to get some yards after catch. And kudos to the line then, gave him time to throw the ball.
So that third quarter went quickly with a continuous running clock. We go to the fourth. Obviously, Rockvale trying to get on the board. Riverdale trying to preserve the shutout. 41-0 Warriors as we go to the fourth on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
On third down and 10 on the first play of the fourth quarter, the biggest offensive play of the night, as Mayhew hits Jake Sales, the tight end who rumbles down the far sideline, broke a tackle, took it all the way to the 10-yard line. Deepest penetration for Rockvale tonight, 43 yards on the pass and catch. Technically first and goal for the Rockets. Handoff Gardner over the left side. Pushes it to about the 7.
Joe, it looked like he shrugged off about 3 defenders on that catch and made it down there. It looked like he was going to get in.
Second and goal, clearly 4-down territory, of course. Haynes comes out of the game for the Warriors for a substitution. And you know, there's a part of the defensive coordinator in the group for the Warriors. They want to keep the 0 on the board.
Right, right.
Second and goal from the 7. From the shotgun, Mayhew. Gardner bounces left, cuts back up the middle, close to the goal line. He's stopped about a yard shy. Boy, he is shifty. He gets in there and makes that little quick move and changes direction in a hurry.
I think, as they call it, that jump step, that jump slide, he's got that down.
Third and goal for the Rockets. 10:30 left to play. Rockvale trying to break their scoreless issue here tonight. Out of the pistol. They'll try the tailback. Gardner nowhere. Tried the middle, it was stuffed. Tried the outside, it was stuffed. Darden was there to lead the charge defensively, and now fourth down.
I think you're going to see the same play called again, and the quarterback's going to keep it. I thought he was going to keep it there, and he would have walked in.
Well, he's got good size, 6'2", 185. I believe maybe a timeout. And yes, Rockvale will take a timeout. Again, the game is no longer in doubt, but they definitely want to get the ball into the end zone.
Los Angeles Dodgers 6.
So now you're dialing up, Coach, whatever your it's almost like what's your best two-point conversion play? What have you got right now? Because that's about what you're looking at distance-wise.
Well, Joe, I'm going to tell you what, one of my favorite plays, and I watched the game last night. I talked to a couple coaches today. Memphis and Navy, and the way they ran that option, you get that down. Anytime you get that down, Coach Moore from Glencliff was the best at it. He'd get it down here inside the 10. He'd run that little wing tee option that you have. That's tough to defend down here in that short distance.
Talking about Herschel Moore?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know a few of those guys.
I know you do. I know you do.
4th and goal for the Rockets. Trying to get the goose egg out of the scoring column. Ball is on the far hash mark, moving left to right. They've loaded up to that left side as well. Mayhew in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He will keep, as Coach said, and he will find the end zone. Touchdown, Rockvale. That was exactly what Coach Spears said. It was the read option. He kept it and turned upfield and made it rather easily to pay dirt.
Untouched. I mean, they just didn't take him. They jumped a dive, and he was wide open.
So with 9:26 left to play, Rockvale gets on the board. An excellent scoring drive, a big play on the pass to Sales that helps set it up. Low snap, extra point opportunity is fumbled, so now just trying to find a place to throw it, and there was nowhere to go. So the point after fails, but Rockvale gets on the board with 9:15 left, clock running. 41-0 Riverdale on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athletes. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Joe Fisher along with Coach Bubba Spears here in the booth. Todd Berry, our statistician. Adam Johnson, our producer, engineer on site. Rockvale finally gets into the scoring column. 41-6 Riverdale with the lead, point after failed. Basically doubled their rushing total in the third quarter. They had 49 yards at Rockvale in the first half. Now they got 94.
I think, Joe, we could say that they controlled the ball the third quarter because I think Riverdale had, what, 3 or 4 plays?
I think 2. I think they fumbled the ball away on their second play. Now, remember, the clock is running continuously and still will with it 41-6. Let's see how Riverdale answers on this short kick. It's fielded by the up man at about the 21. Finds the 30 and will push forward to about the 33-yard line. That's Cameron Darden with the return. Return of 13 on the play. Looking forward to Sunday morning scramble. Coach Greg Tonjes and Vanderbilt alum Corey Harris. Then the Braves and the Marlins at 12:25. That's followed by the 49ers and the Rams. That'll be a good one. That'll be joined in progress. So Riverdale will start first down. The senior quarterback, Luke Smith, completed a pass in his first opportunity. Then the tailback, Verser, fumbled it away. Verser is back in there again at tailback. They'll start in the shotgun from their own 34-yard line. Man in motion, bad snap. Smith pounces on it back at the 27-yard line. Yeah, this is where you start to get, probably got a couple of backups in the game on the line as well. Although I'm seeing the main names still, Coach, on that offensive line that are still in right now.
Well, I think you hit it, Joe. They want the quarterback to get some reps with the offensive line, and then, you make a bad snap. They've had 3 plays, and 2 of them have been bad for them this second half, so. Just enough to tick a coach off.
That loss back to the 27-yard line. Second down and 17 now for the Warriors. Smith takes the snap. Hands tailback running left Verser. Bounces to the sideline. Pursued nicely out of bounds. Really no gain on the play. Good job there by the Rockvale defense, not giving up on pursuit.
On the run, pushed out of bounds.
Shoved out of bounds there by DJ Thornton.
Kenny Williams.
They strung it out, Joe, and used the sideline again, and he had nowhere to go. So, you know, now it's 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and long. Again, the clock continues to run in a 35-point lead, so we're at 5.5 left to play. Smith in 3rd and long. Hands Verser again. Tries the right side this time. Just turns upfield, gets what he can to about the 32. But Will Kreisky, I think at this point, just trying to get this one to the house. Run the ball and take very little risk. Keep it going.
Let's get out of here healthy. That's what he's thinking now. Let's just get out of here healthy.
Riverdale's first punt of the night. Standing back inside the 20. They have twin receivers back deep. You don't see that much anymore. 2 deep on the return, standing at about the 25. And the Warriors waiting to get the 11th man on the field. They finally do. Let's see if it's going to be too late. Clock continues to run. No, I think they're going to be all right. Good snap. Punt is away. Off the side of the foot, going and taking a huge Rockvale bounce, bouncing to about the 48-yard line of the Rockets, where they will start first down with about 4 minutes left to play.
Joe, you made a great statement. You hadn't seen a lot of people have 2 people recovering punts. But I'm going to tell you this. I've also seen a lot of people let that ball bounce and it go 12, 15 yards. That makes you have to get it, 2 first downs to get the ball back to where it
was. Yeah.
I want to catch it. If I have to put 3 back there, that's what I would do, because everybody's getting turf now.
That's right. 23 yards on that punt. First down from the 48-yard line. Stepping up, quarterback rolling. It's a new quarterback in the game. Throwing, has a man, pass caught, 15-yard line. Ball knocked loose and incomplete. They had it for a moment. The new quarterback, Malachi Tellen, comes in, throws a strike. Receiver got hit on contact, could not hang on.
Great defensive play. Great play by the quarterback to escape there and get that and scramble and get that pass off. I thought he had a chance to score. Defensive back made a great play.
So instead, 2nd down and 10. With the snap, quick pass caught here at the 48 across midfield. Weaving back left to the 45-yard line on the reception. That is Hodges. Rylan Hodges with the catch and a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Rockets with 2:45 left to play. And obviously thinking, boy, they get another one in the end zone, it looks a little bit more respectable.
Right.
3rd and 3. 6 of 15 tonight is Rockvale on 3rd down. From the shotgun. Read option, handoff, and nowhere, and slam to the turf all the way back in Rockvale territory. What an authoritative tackle by J.C. Haynes, who lifted the running back off the ground and planted him for a loss.
He met the ball. I mean, soon as the runner got the ball, he was there.
And the tackle, depending on how a defender or tackles that guy, that can be called a penalty, but he didn't slam his neck into the ground or anything like that. It was a clean tackle.
Yeah, anytime you pick one up, it could go either way.
4th and 7 for the Rockets. Looking to throw. Firing long. Boy, there's contact there, and there's the flag. Ball at the 10-yard line, and it looks like we might have a defensive hold or defensive pass interference called here.
That looked like pass interference to me, Joe. But it'll come back to the line of scrimmage. It's 15 yards from there.
Yeah, it looks like trying to read these numbers from a distance. It looked like sophomore Zayden Jones was there on coverage. And I've heard this too, Coach. Sometimes it's better to get the penalty than give up the catch.
Right.
Like you said, give me 15 yards instead of
6.
Yeah.
I've said it a few times in my day.
Final minute of the game. Clock continues to run. Rockvale trying to get into the end zone one more time. 45 seconds left to play. First down from the Riverdale 34. To throw, rush coming. Running left, pass to the sideline is caught, stepping out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, and that will really not have much impact. Riverdale was totally willing to give up that amount of time, but I believe the timeout has been requested by Rockvale to try to set up one more play. Oh, they ruled it incomplete, said he stepped out of bounds when the catch was made. So the clock is running, 10 seconds left, could be the final play of tonight's game. There's the snap. Blitz is coming, pass over the middle, caught, and the tackle is going to be made, and that'll do it. And Riverdale made it look easy tonight, a lot easier than people thought. 41-6 the final for the Warriors, now 3-2, and more importantly to them, 1-0 in Class 6A Region 3. Rockvale falls to 2-3. They are 0-1 in the region as these two teams shake hands here in Murfreesboro. We'll take a break, come back and talk about it in just a moment on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
When you want down-home cooking, just head downtown. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel serves traditional Southern cooking, sourced fresh and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Southern smoked breakfast bowl or a Music City omelet. If you're looking for variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City or get your fill at the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Kitchen Notes dishes up lunch with traditional Southern tomato pie, country ham, and classic picnic ambrosia. Serving breakfast Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10:30, and lunch is served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Kitchen Notes doesn't forget the brunch crowd. Brunch at Kitchen Notes is every Friday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring cast iron pancakes, made-to-order waffles and eggs, and ice-cold carafes of mimosas. Enjoy farm-to-table Southern dishes made from treasured family recipes. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Now it's time for your MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week post-game show with stats and analysis of tonight's game and your MidState Checkdown High School Football Player of the Week. Now here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
A very impressive performance by Riverdale tonight at home as the Warriors roll over Rockvale by a final score of 41-6. First region win of the season for the Warriors, and they did it. Really, they jumped on top with a long ball and never looked back. The very first play of this game was a 72-yard touchdown strike that got things going, and it was really never in doubt after that. Rockvale just did not have an answer for the speed of the receivers, and the quarterback Graham had an outstanding game. And Coach, he had all the time in the world, and it turned out to be an outstanding performance.
You go 14 of 15 for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, and like you said, after the first quarter, it wasn't any doubt what was going on. But kudos to Rockvale. They came out the second half. They played hard, and really they had the ball. Of course, we had a running clock, but they had the ball. I think Riverdale only had the ball about 4 plays.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, for the vast majority of that second half, and Rockvale had it, got on the board, so they got the 0 out of the column, which was something that they certainly wanted to do. But looking at the team stats off the pencil of Todd Berry, rushing yardage in this contest, 40 for Riverdale, 334 through the air, so 374 of total offense, 16 first downs. And you mentioned all these stats were gained in the first half. They really didn't do much of anything in the second half at all. They were 0 for 1 on third down. That's how few third down opportunities
0 for 1.
Riverdale had on the night. And so, I believe we're about to be joined here by quarterback Braden Graham. Are you with me?
Yes, sir, I am.
Hey, congratulations.
I appreciate you, man.
I'm curious, when did you know that the first play of the game was going to be the post route?
It was Tuesday on our first practice. Our offense coordinator dialed up a good play for us that I had noticed should work pretty well on this defense that they run. And, I've been begging for it all week. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go to Brock first play. And as soon as I got the motion, I knew it was going to be a touchdown. It was the exact look I wanted. And, everything went from there. So it was good, man. I was really excited about it.
Well, I know you want to share the kudos because you've got the receivers around you that did some things, and your line helped you a lot tonight, too.
Yeah. Before I say anything, just all glory to the man above, man. He's blessed me and my family and given me so many great opportunities and blessings. And, I'm here today for him, and I played this game for him, and I'm so grateful. But, yeah, I'm very grateful to be put in this situation. I got, my O-line, man, glory goes to them, man. They've gotten so much better. And, when we lost last year to Lebanon, they took it on their chest, and everyone said that I couldn't be successful. My guys around me couldn't be successful because they weren't good enough. And, every day they came to work, they put in work. Coach White does a tremendous job with those guys. He pushes them every day, watching film, doing the extra things, working on the details. And, you just see it, man, only giving up 1 or 2 sacks, and both of them I feel like I could have got out of it in the past 5 weeks. It's just been great. And then the receivers I got around me this year, man, it's just a blessing. I got, Brock, who's committed to UConn, is one of the best in the country, best in the state. Keyshawn, when I said it this year, I said he's going to be a guy that, who is that guy right now? And, every single game he comes out and everyone comes at the end of the game and goes, man, you're legit. and I said it from day one. He is the truth. It just injuries, injuries put him in a tough situation. And then, Braylon's killing it. Got a nice touchdown tonight. And y'all saw Ben Woodruff getting after it. And even behind him, man, Jalen's coming off the bench, committed to Michigan State with, fresh legs. And then Ryan Evanson's coming in back from an injury but still getting after it. So it's been great, man. And I got 2 good running backs as well. So I got all the guys around me to be successful this year, and I'm just so blessed and so happy about it.
I tell you what, this Coach Bubba Spears, you did a great job of leading your receivers because on a couple of the passes, it looked like you was going to overthrow them, and you put it out there, and they just ran up under it. And I tell you what, like you said, they made you look good with their speed. You can't coach that, can you?
Yeah, I know. When you got guys that are going to, run 4-4 down the field, it's one of those things when you know that they're beat, you just put it down there for them to go get it. So it makes my job a lot easier, and it's just, it's been fun, man. I'm really excited about it, and I'm taking every moment and just cherishing it, man.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy it. I think we probably got a plaque for you for Player of the Game. That's well-deserved, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. We'll be down to see you in just a moment. Tell you what, he's impressive, and he knows as a quarterback, I got to thank all the guys around me to make it possible. That's exactly what he did.
He knows he's got 5 more games and some. That's right. Hey, protect those. Take care of those that protect you.
Graham, 14 of 15 for 325, 4 touchdowns. Leading rusher was Verser with 8 carries, 41 yards, and a score. Receivers, they spread it out. Brock Montgomery, 4 catches for 135, 2 touchdowns. Woodruff had a great night tonight, especially in that second quarter. 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Vanderbilt with a touchdown catch. Williams, 3 catches for 90. Just balanced all the way around. An outstanding performance. Coach, I enjoyed it.
Hey,
It's a lot of fun to be up here with you.
It's great. It's great doing the game. Of course, I've been fortunate doing it with people here at WNSR, but hey, the Hall of Fame himself, Joe Fisher, thank you for having me with you, brother.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Appreciate Todd Berry coming in and
Todd.
his expertise with the stats. Much, much appreciated. Of course, Adam Johnson with his work here as our producer engineer. And most of all, thanks to all of you who helped make this possible. Glad to be here. I'm Joe Fisher. Final score again, Riverdale 41 and Rockvale 6. We'll see you next week on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
This is the Greg Vogue and John Burton Show.
Pleased to be joined by Coach Philip Fuller.
The Hall of Famer. You know, he's in Nashville quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
I'm in Nashville a lot. I don't know all this basketball talk. Who are these people you're talking to? Coach K and Patino. I'm just great times again on Rocky Top. We put the letters up on top of the stadium. It's fantastic.
Greg Vogue and News Channel 5's John Burton. WNSR. Nashville Sports Radio.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Makara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Makara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
And we are live from the Strike and Spare Studios here. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week comes to a conclusion. Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. And Q Joseph, I mean, it goes back to our conversations off air.
Yeah.
It's week 5. You're at the midway point of the season. You're now starting to see who teams really are.
Yeah, and not just for this game, but, you know, as you get to the scores and you look at the win-loss columns in addition to these scores, like we said off air, I'm not surprised. You know, your teams who have multiple wins are dominating the teams who have the multiple losses. And like you said, halfway point, teams are starting to show their personality. And very few teams are going to, not saying it can't happen, but very few teams are going to turn it around with 5 games left in the regular season.
Yeah, I've seen some amazing things happen here in Tennessee when it comes to high school football. But you brought up a word, personality.
Yeah.
And speaking of personality, the man that we're about to bring on is a former high school football head coach, Greg Tonjes. So he and Corey Harris host the Sunday Morning Scramble. You can hear that live on your airwaves here at WNSR from 8 to 10 in the morning. And Greg, I know you it's something about you Gregs and after 9:15 y'all tend not to like to come hang out with us young cats. But Mr. Tonjes, man, what is going on? And talk to people about the Sunday Morning Scramble.
Oh boy, and let me tell you something right now. I don't care if you're 20-somethings or I can hang with anybody. So it's 9:15. I'm ready to go for the next 3 hours.
Now
Just like
you're
I'm
one of
ready
the
to go.
You're one of the few people that I can believe that.
Right.
Yeah, we've got the Sunday Morning Scramble with Corey Harris, Vanderbilt alum and Super Bowl champion year 2000 with the great Baltimore Ravens that year. And it's a great show. And, Will, you produce it, and you're fantastic at what you do. And, listen, we have a lot of fun. I've got something very special this Sunday. In fact, it's my attire that I'm going to be wearing. And if you watch any of the Pat McAfee news show that started on ESPN, I'm probably going to resemble that attire, which has to do with the tank top. So it's a great show. It's a lot of Corey Harris, because at Vanderbilt he played running back, okay? But when he went to the NFL and he was drafted by the Houston Oilers, they tried to put him at wide receiver, punt returner, so and then DB eventually. His first coverage in a practice was against Sterling Sharp in practice with the Ravens.
Help.
So he was like, oh Lord. But the thing is that he has all of those positions that he's played in college and the NFL. So he brings a depth to the X's and O's of the great sport that we love, that is football, that is just incredible, guys. I mean, it's as deep as I've ever seen. So it's a great show. It's a Sunday Morning Scramble, 8 to 10 every Sunday morning. And we talk most, local teams and Tennessee teams and Tennessee State, which airs on their games on WNSR. And we're excited, man. I'm jacked for this week. It's going to be special.
Oh, man. And you know what? You're a former coach yourself. So I know when you hear scores like our WNSR MidState Checkdown game of the week, Riverdale with the win 41-7. I mean, talk about being on both sides of that spectrum with all your years of coaching.
Oh, man, yeah, 20 years. So I coached 20 years, started out in youth. Michael Irvin, actually, the former Dallas Cowboy, got me involved, and I coached his 7-year-old son and my 7-year-old son. And, yes, we were the Cowboys. And Mike bought us authentic Dallas Cowboy uniforms for these 7-year-olds running around. But, yeah, I mean, it's like, God, I mean, I've been in those games. I was up in Kingman, Arizona, and we were a small town, and, we had to play some of the Scottsdale teams in Arizona and Phoenix and high school. And those, let me tell you something. When you're sitting there and you're leading up to the week, you watch the game film, right, of the prior week. You get the game film from the coaches you're getting ready to face, and it's like, oh, Lord. I mean, you got 5-star athletes, 4-star athletes against my Kingman team, and it's tough because, you're sitting there in the first quarter sometimes, and you're down, 21-0. You're down at halftime, 28-0, and it's like, what type of message do you have for your kids, right? How do you motivate them? And you just try and help them understand, listen, all we can do is the best we can do. There's nothing more we can do to that. So you try and challenge them to, improve in some areas. And then the other part of it is some of the kids that don't usually get to play a lot, you get them in and they get the experience. So that's the one side. But I've also been on the other side where I've had teams that beat the tar out of people, where we're up on the opposite side. We're up 30-0 at halftime, and then you have to figure out a different motivation to come out in the second half and say, listen, we're up 30-0, but how much better do we want to do? And then I'm not a believer of you shouldn't run up the score, just play. And if it ends up being 70-0, it does. I think it was IMG Academy here from Florida who scored, I think, 90 points in the first half or something stupid.
Yeah, I think they ended up beating West Toronto Prep 98-0, and no slight to Canada, but that lets you know how far ahead in the sport of American football that the United States is in comparison to Canada.
It's, what's funny about that you said that is, I think it was years ago, but I played I developed an all-star team of 8th and 9th and 10th graders for a Thanksgiving tournament week when I was coaching in North Carolina. So I put this team together, and my son, my oldest son, he was a center, and we played in this Thanksgiving tournament. Anyway, we beat everybody. We beat West Virginia. We beat South Carolina. We beat Florida. We beat everybody. And then guess who we played in the championship? Team Canada. And they came out, and they were, dressed in these kind of Jacksonville Jaguar uniforms with the teals, and they had teal colors, and they had trainers' tables and these big buses, and sure enough, we went up against them, and we ended up losing. It was just a bad snap in the fourth quarter, and we should have won, but yeah, I mean, the bottom line is IMG Academy, Bishop Gorman out in Vegas, I mean, Mater Dei out in Southern California. I mean, these are teams that are, everybody could complain, well, they recruit, they do this. Okay, well, whatever. So do I, right? I mean, I want the best players that I could possibly get to be a part of my team. But those are the cream of the crop, and IMG especially. They actually came out here a few years ago to play they came out, 3 weeks ago and played Lipscomb Academy, I think?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That they did.
They did, yeah. And what do they do? Just butt whooping, So yeah, some of these high schools are, far beyond the other ones, and that's just how it is. But it's like that in college football too, right? I mean, you've got the teams that are the best. Georgia, as an example, I don't see anybody beating Georgia this year again, and I think they're going to do a three-peat, but they're just way beyond where these other teams are. Just is what it is. Alabama for several years, Clemson for several years, right? I mean, it's high school, it's college, it doesn't matter, right? Some of these teams are just way beyond the others, and they're going to have the blowouts. It just happens, like tonight in high school football with Riverdale. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's rough, and you know what? As a former high school football player, I've been on both sides. It can be motivating and embarrassing all in the same sentence.
Absolutely.
But you go back to college football briefly. You bring up Georgia. I think it's going to be pretty easy for them to three-peat when they have, I want to say, the 133rd most competitive schedule out of 134 D1 program. So I can see it happening again too. I mean,
ain't too tough, and in college football, Will, you look at, the top 10. You and I are going to talk about this on the show on the Sunday Morning Scramble, right? The top 10 right now, you've got Georgia and Michigan, and Florida State jumped up to number 3. And, you got Notre Dame up there. You've got, of course, USC with Caleb Williams, the Heisman winner last year, who's a sophomore now. Could he repeat as a Heisman winner? You've got those teams, but I look at them all below Georgia, and I'm like, they ain't beat Georgia. Georgia's sick. I mean, their size, their speed is just far beyond anything in college football right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun to watch. I mean, college football just getting underway. High school football in the state of Tennessee at least 5 weeks in.
Love it.
The NFL just started week 2. Yeah. I know your Bolts play my Titans. So this should be a really interesting game. And I don't know if you're going to be there, Greg, but I just recently got some tickets from a friend of mine, so I'll be at the game this Sunday. So
I'll be at the game, Will. We'll see you there. I've got media credentials, so I'll be able to be involved. But it's my birthday week, so I've got my whole family's in town, and I'm bringing my dad, who's 80 Air Force veteran, and so am I, Air Force veteran, and my son, my daughter, everybody's there. So we'll be at the game on Sunday, to watch the Titans and the Chargers.
Yeah, this should be fun. Well, hey, Greg, hey,
No
I
doubt.
appreciate you coming on, and let's have some fun on Sunday morning.
We will. Sunday morning Scramble, man, 8 to 10 a.m. It's everywhere. It's on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, 95.9 FM and 560 AM and 107.9 in Smyrna. So I think I said that right. Smyrna. Did I say that right?
Smyrna,
I keep trying to make
tomato. It's in Rutherford
Tomato,
County.
tomato.
Just
We're going to rock it. So join in for the show, man. We're going to have a great time. First hour, first 45 minutes, college football talk. And then the final hour and 15 minutes, all NFL. So, and all Titans. Appreciate you guys having me on, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Thank you, Greg. You have a good night.
Appreciate you,
that is Greg Tonjes. He is one of 3 hosts for the Sunday Morning Scramble with Corey Harris. And you know what? Everyone has one. It's that cool uncle.
Yeah.
That cool uncle that comes in, hey, nephew, here's $50.
Yeah.
Just here's some money because I love you.
Yeah.
You know, that's Corey Harris, man. I mean, good guy. You know, wealth of knowledge, as Coach Tonjes said, when it comes to the sport of football. And sometimes, you know, after the show, I mean, with what I produce, because, you know, you produce Friday, I'm Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Man, I could easily leave at like 11 o'clock. But it's just listening to these two guys and talking to them and not just talking football, but talking life. You know, I learned so much from these guys off the air. So it's fun to – now, I enjoy all my shows that I work. But I think just it's something about Sunday, man. And it's like we're at work right now. I can't tell.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's something about getting uplift from I'm not even gonna say elders, but those who are more experienced.
I'm gonna say elders. I'm not calling what they are. When I become an elder, you better refer to me as an elder because I worked hard to be old. I'm not gonna get upset if you call me old. And speaking of old, man, this game is a few minutes old. Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. Hey, announcers from all over the state of Tennessee, if you had a game that ended a little early, give us a call, 615-844-5600. We'll go through a couple of scores. We'll take a break. But, again, no one expected this Riverdale and Rockvale game to be the way it was. Let's
2 teams at 500.
Let's look at it like this. This is a Riverdale team that came off of a 41-32 loss versus Germantown, a team that they felt like they should have beaten.
Yeah.
Right? So you're coming into practice this week. You're upset. You're apoplectic about your results from last week. And a lot of coaches say, hey, let's take it out on the team this week. All right, well, then let's move over to Rockvale. Rockvale, a reincarnated school.
Yeah.
So Rockvale, big in the 70s, big in the 80s, reincarnates themselves as a school. 2018, don't win a game. 2019, 2019, you don't win a game. COVID year, you win a game, you go on a losing streak. 2021, you make the playoffs. 2022, you take a slight step back, 4-6. This year, don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
But it's only up from here for the Rockvale Rockets. Yeah. Rockvale comes off of defeating Stewart's Creek, who was then undefeated.
Yeah.
They defeat Stewart's Creek 34-26. So you have 2 teams emotionally high, but you get 2 different results.
Super different.
2 very different results. So Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. We're waiting for some phone calls, and what we'll do, we'll take a break. We'll come back, go through our scores, and then we'll have a few callers on the air. We'll get to that in just a second. This is the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week post-game wrap-up show. Final score, Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
And we are back live from the Strike and Spare Studios here. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week comes to a conclusion. Final score, Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. And on the line now, we have the voice of Westmoreland football, Jeff Combs. Jeff, how you doing? And how did Westmoreland do tonight?
I'm doing all right. We wrapped up homecoming week, but it was a Monterey came in and crashed our party, if you will, with a 35-14 win over our Eagles that they won from wire to wire. They scored on their opening possession and never looked back.
Now, when you look at Westmoreland, I mean, a lot of people, you know, if you try to point out Westmoreland on the map, it's going to be pretty hard to find. But when you talk about Sumner County High School football, albeit Westmoreland has their up and down years, that's a program you got to have your head on your shoulders or you will get ran right off the field.
Our team takes great pride in that they're going to be one of the toughest ones on the field anytime they're out there. And you're absolutely right. I mean, that's always been one of their go-tos. They hit hard, and we've had a couple weeks of some good hard-hitting football. And this week was Monterey has the same opinion, the same thought. And so it's always tough when you get 2 teams like that out there. Monterey had a great game plan, and we're just able to capitalize on mistakes more than we did.
Who are a couple players from this Westmoreland Eagles program that we need to keep our eye on?
Right now you got the senior quarterback, Jacob Richardson, who is pretty outstanding. He's both football and basketball player who has a great arm. He was our most outstanding player game this evening. He has had a great season so far, taking over for Sumner County Player of the Year last year, Cameron Eden, who graduated. So it's always tough to come back from somebody like that and be able to keep up at a high level. But Jacob's done just that. But another one to keep an eye on is a junior, Cooper White. He is an outstanding playmaker, just all over the field, running back, receiver, defensive back. He just makes plays. He's a good football player.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, 35-14, unfortunately, doesn't go your way tonight. Westmoreland losing to Monterey. Who do the Eagles play next week?
We will be at Liberty Creek. It'll be my first time to that campus. I've not been there yet. So I'm looking forward to going out there and seeing Liberty Creek. But it should be another tough game.
Well, thank you, Jeff Combs, for coming on. Jeff Combs, the voice of the Westmoreland Eagles. You can listen to them online, WHINradio.com, if you want to listen to some Sumner County High School football. A lot of good programs down there. You have JP2, Westmoreland, Portland, White House, Gallatin, Beach, Hendersonville. I mean, pick your poison down there. I promise you, if you go to Sumner County and you don't put your head on the right way, I promise you it's not going to be a good night for you. Jeff, appreciate you coming on air tonight, and go Eagles.
Hey, thanks for having me, Willie. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Call in next week. So Westmoreland with the defeat tonight. Monterey 35, Westmoreland 14. Homecoming not going the way of the Eagles. But Q Joseph, like I said, man, Sumner County, I'll say this. I mean, we all know that the east side of the state pretty much reigns supreme. Right. Chattanooga, Knoxville, those areas, they reign supreme. Yeah. Especially here in the state of Tennessee. But when you get to that middle portion of Lebanon, parts of Murfreesboro, parts of other parts of Rutherford County, Laverne, Smyrna, Laverne down this year. Smyrna not doing so well this year. Stewart's Creek, a new high school out in the Smyrna area, they're doing some good things. I mean, we all know what Oakland is. You know, you get to that middle portion of the state and you start to see the talent pool kind of stretches a little bit. Yeah. And it's getting interesting. I mean, the state of Tennessee has produced a plethora of Division I college football players, not only players that have gone on to play in the NFL. So Tennessee, a state that has, put their staple in football talent, and I think is continuing to rise. But what we'll do, we'll go through a couple of scores and update you on some games right now. Gibbs, 55, South Dole, 13, East Robinson, 49, Joe Burns, 12. That game in the third quarter. Pope John Paul Preparatory School, 27, Good Pasture, 7. That's a JP2 team looking to win their second straight game and tie their region record at 1-1. Clay County 48, Portland 28. That game in the fourth quarter. Laredo 21, Laredo 24, Lewis County 21, correction. A lot of finals to report. Montgomery Bell Academy escapes Father Ryan with the win 24-20. Riverside 55, Camden Central 14. Maryville 37, Science Hill 18. Pearl Cone 61. Montgomery Central out of the Clarksville area did not get on the board. Fayetteville 20, Cannon County 7. Lipscomb Academy 24, Ensworth 10. That game in the fourth quarter. Last score update I got from the Antioch and McGavick game. I can't trust the score that I'm looking at on Max Preps right now, but right now 28-12. The Fighting Devin Arnold's out there off of Hobson Pike. 49-0. Warren Gallatin over Warren County as of right now. That game's still in progress. Page 28, Coffee County 0. Jackson Christian 56, Fayette Academy 24. That game is in the fourth quarter. Dresden blanking Humboldt 63-0. Wayne County 36, McEwen 0. Harpeth 21, Waverly Central 20. That game still going on. St. Benedict of Arbondale, Lausanne 42, St. Benedict Arbondale out of Cordova, Tennessee 6. That game has gone final. Livingston Academy 49, Puckett County 0. That game in the fourth quarter. Heritage 56, Carnes 21, Cornersville 62, and Richland 28. That game still going on in the fourth quarter. Hickson defeating Loudoun 31-27. Ravenwood all over Nashville, Overton 49-7. Centennial 28. Springfield 0. That's the last score update I got. Davidson Academy 50. St. George 7. That game still in progress in the fourth quarter. Franklin High School 55. Clarksville Northwest 7. That game in the third quarter. Moore County 41. Franklin County 24. Jackson Northside Hardin County. That game in progress. Do not have a score for that one, but anyone with a score update for that one, please send that one to us. Macon County 35. Cumberland County 0. That game went final. Memphis Central 21, Brighton 2. Millington 24, Kirby 0. That game in the fourth quarter. Dixon County, this is a program that's been down for the last few years, 35, Kirkwood 6. And Wooddale losing to Melrose 51-19. Walker Valley 35, Ottawa 0. Upperman 28, White County 14. Union City 47, South Fulton 0. Rossview out of Clarksville defeating Clarksville Northeast 40-0. Tipton Rosemark 51, Harding Academy 8. And Hendersonville right now on top of Siegel 28-21. Germantown 43. Cordova did not get on the board. Houston 48. Whitehaven 14. Whitehaven, one of the top teams coming out of Shelby County, the Memphis area. Marshall County 53. White House 14. Columbia Academy 35. Donaldson Christian Academy 17. Westwidge 49. William Blunt 38. East Hickman and Hickman County, a huge rivalry. East Hickman right now 47-25, and McKenzie and Scotts Hill down to McKenzie 29-7. And Henry County right now all over Hunter's Lane 51-14. So those are some scores around TSSAA high school football, and it's been an interesting season so far.
Well, like we talked about, have you seen any surprises with some of these scores that you just read off?
So. But again, I mean, it's high school football.
Yeah,
it's very unpredictable. So you never know what's gonna happen, and you always just hope for the best.
I mean, we said it before, and we'll say it again. Any given Friday, just like we saw tonight. When we came in, I don't think anybody expected the shellacking that happened on tonight. So going back to tonight's game, I want to pick your brain a little bit, Will Brown.
Okay. There's not much of it left.
If you are the Rockvale Rockets, what is your mindset? What is your game plan? What do you do going forward for the rest of the season?
It's off to next week. I mean, you hear me say that a lot. It's off to next week. Like Coach Bill Belichick said, it's off to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And so that's what you do. I mean, you lick your wounds. You got humbled tonight. Again, like I stated, two teams that came in emotions, two different directions.
Right.
Rockvale, a new program, still trying to build an identity, rebuild an identity, if you would. They have some surprising wins in their reestablished program history. Yeah. I mean, this is a Riverdale team. I'm looking at Jalen Thompson. He's the 15th ranked player in the state of Tennessee. You have Brock Montgomery, the 40th ranked player in the state of Tennessee, who plays cornerback, starts on the defensive side, but will sporadically come in and play offense. That's what he did tonight. Yeah. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, with Riverdale, it's like we learned a lesson. Yeah. We learned a lesson, and we took what we learned out onto a fairly decent Rockvale program. I mean, it's not like this Rockvale team is uncompetitive.
Right.
You know, this is a Rockvale team that will probably finish the year 5-5, fight for a playoff spot, barely miss the playoffs if they do. This is a Riverdale team we all expect to go to the playoffs, maybe win a couple games. You never know what's going to happen. So it's not over by no means necessary. But for both teams, it's on to next week.
Because I was about to flip it and say, what's next for Riverdale? You have a decisive win on tonight, and you're going against a team who lost tonight as well in Coffee County. And so, what is the mindset? What is the game plan for Riverdale?
I mean, you come back from a really big win. You go on the next week, you don't play down to your competition, and you go out and do what you're supposed to do versus Coffee County.
That's fair.
You know what else is fair? The fact that we are live from the Striking Spirits Studios here, WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Final score, Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. We'll take our last break. Got a couple coaches. I think they're going to call in, tell us about their game, and we're going to take it home here and call it a night. But take a break. We'll be right back. This is the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week post-game wrap-up show. Live from the Striking Spare Studios here. We'll be right back.
Lifetime Murfreesboro resident and businessman Taylor Wright at his T. Wright Properties and Century 21 Wright Realty are proud to be sponsor of all the high school football coverage tonight on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. For rental property and property management, it's T. Wright Property. For buying and selling real estate, it's Century 21 Wright Realty. Nobody does it better in Rutherford County. Visit TWrightProperties.com to learn more. Thanks to everybody who supports high school athletics. Enjoy this night of high school football in the borough, brought to you in part by hometown hero Taylor Wright.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling. Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
When you want down-home cooking, just head downtown. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel serves traditional Southern cooking, sourced fresh and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Southern smoked breakfast bowl or a Music City omelet. If you're looking for variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City or get your fill at the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Kitchen Notes dishes up lunch with traditional Southern tomato pie, country ham, and classic picnic ambrosia. Serving breakfast Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10:30 and lunch is served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Kitchen Notes doesn't forget the brunch crowd. Brunch at Kitchen Notes is every Friday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring cast iron pancakes, made-to-order waffles and eggs, and ice-cold carafes of mimosas. Enjoy farm-to-table Southern dishes made from treasured family recipes. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
We're back, Strike and Spare Studios, WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Our score, Riverdale 41, Rockvale 7. Right now, looking at the My TV 30 Game of the Week, Green Hill on top of Lebanon right now, 31-14. This game in the late stages of the fourth quarter. I think we got a couple people ready to talk about their programs. Who do we have on the line?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? I think this might be, let me think. I think this is Andrew Sloan. If I'm not mistaken, he is the voice of Station Camp. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. The Station Camp Bison getting their first win on the season this year.
Now, they have a new head coach. I know for a while they were led by former NFL player Brent Alexander. Talk about the new man in charge and what are some good things going on. I know you said they just got their first win. Do you feel like this is a team that is trying to learn a new way of life?
The past I think it's 4 years of the Station Camp Bison has been led by Brent Alexander, former Steelers and I believe Giants player. He of course played DB, and his son is actually still here. He plays corner. He starts at cornerback for us. Makes plays every single game. But the new head coach is Coach Vane. They promoted from within. He was the defensive coordinator last year, and so it's less about personnel changes, and it's less about technique changes, and it's more about a more kind of overhaul of what Coach Vane wants from the team instead of what Coach Alexander wanted from the team. And I think the biggest thing that I can say about Coach Vane's new Station Camp Bison is that this team has not given up. I mean, they haven't given up a single inch in any of their games. And I did say that this is their first win, but in our first 4 weeks we had 2 losses that were within 3 points, and one of them was within 9. So every single game we are just right there, and finally we were able to finish one today, and honestly one of the craziest high school games I've been a part of.
Well, what were some things that went on in that game? Talk to us.
The first half there was a whole lot of first off, I guess I should preface this as we were taking on our second district matchup of the year. We were playing Greenbrier. Great team. They have a ton of athletes, a ton of big, not lanky, but tall guys that are really athletic. So we were facing that, and we just really couldn't get anything going. We had a couple of key injuries. Our starting linebacker, who's a Murray State commit, Sanders Ellis, he has an ankle injury right now that's kept him out this week and last week. And unfortunately, this week we were without our starting quarterback, Luke Dickens, as well. He's out with a concussion. So we started a true freshman in the form of Colton Overbay, who came in last week in the second half and was 16 of 25 and led them almost to a comeback against Springfield. Unfortunately, tossed a pick really late, actually the last play that ended the game, and the score was 34-33. So he started today, and unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot going in that first half. And then our very last drive, when it was the score was 20-3. We finally just put in the smokestack, which is pretty interesting, and a new quarterback. He was a sophomore, Gage Lang, and we honestly just ran that smokestack until Greenbrier could not do anything about it. And we ended up coming back and scoring 4 times. Score ended up being 26-20. Definitely one of the more exciting games, and it just goes to show you still don't always have to put the ball in the air to make a game exciting.
Yeah, I've been known to I know Station Camp does 3 things with the football. They run it left, they run it right, and they run it up the middle. I think that's still pretty accurate now. And you know what? Shout out to Station Camp for winning their first game of the season. Where do they go next week?
So we are going to be hosting definitely going to be one of our toughest tasks of all year. We are going to be hosting Pearl Cone. They are in our district, so it's another district matchup for the second week in a row. But I think we all know what Pearl Cone entails. It's going to be a very tough game, but at least we're at home.
Yeah, Pearl Cone coming off of a 61-0 win over Montgomery Central. So I know a lot to prepare for and practice this week. Ander, hey, I appreciate you. And I think this is your second year as the voice of Station Camp football. Doing an awesome job. I think you're going to have a really good career. Keep it going.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, man. That is Andrew Sloan, the voice of Station Camp football, getting their first win of the season. Exciting matchup for them. And that's high school football for you, man.
Yeah.
You like you say, what do you do under the lights on Friday night?
Yeah.
And this is a Station Camp team they are known for running the football. They do not put it in the air often. If they have to, it's because they have to.
Man, and it's those teams. It's almost like, UFC or boxing when you know their finishing move. You know what they're going to do. But some teams, man, you just can't stop it. You know they're going to run the ball. You know they have a strong run game. And so, the onus is on you to stop them.
Yep, and some teams have stopped them this year, finishing that. They're now 1-3 on the year. So, again, I mean, this is a program. Again, another one of those Sumner County schools. Don't let that record fool you. You come into that stadium and you think you got an easy dub. You're going to walk out with your heads down because it's going to go down. And speaking of going down, some final scores. Clarksville 48, West Creek 7. Pope John Paul Preparatory School 41, Good Pasture 14. So the Knights are now on a 2-game winning streak, starting the season off 0-3, and they're now 2-3, and they have a pretty tough test next week. But I think they're going to enjoy their win here tonight. Mount Juliet 38, Cookville 14, Nolensville 34, Franklin 23, Eagleville 35, Huntland 0, and Clay County 48, Portland High School 35. That game is in the fourth quarter. Laredo 24, Lewis County 21. No score change there. Get you a couple more scores before we call it a night. Final score, Lipscomb Academy 24, Innsworth 10, East Robinson 49, Joe Burns 12. And I think, Q Joseph, that will do it live from the Strike and Spare studios here, WNSR 560 AM, 95.9 FM, 107.9 in Smyrna. If you're all the way down in Drakesboro, 103.9. That is how you can listen to us. Hey, in the morning, 8 to 9, Prep Football Talk, Greg Pogue, Coach Bubba Spears, or Craig Ladd, whichever one of those two decide to show up tomorrow. Just a joke. But hey, we are live from the Strike and Spare Studios, Riverdale. Final score, the winner of our WNSR MidState Checkdown game of the week, the Warriors 48, Rockets of Rockvale 7. For Will Brown, Q Joseph, saying good night and so long. Have a good night.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Hollywood as the San Francisco 49ers leave the Bay to battle the LA Rams. The Niners offense is Purdy, along with Debo and McCaffrey.
McCaffrey cuts it back inside the 10, spins, and he is at the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
The Rams are led by Stafford, Akers, and Cooper Kupp. It's the Niners at the Rams this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options. Thank you for listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Make sure to follow WNSR on Twitter at Nash Sports Radio and on Facebook at Nashville Sports Radio for highlights of tonight's game. The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Strike and Spare Family Fun Center, Jackson Boone Racing, the Omni Nashville Hotel, Jody Jones Dentistry, Southern Trophy House. Thank you for listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on Nashville's home for high school football. WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.